And welcome to the Cybershindigpodcast, everybody. Episode 105. Guess what? First guest back in the studio since freaking who knows when. God, too long. Me and Ft.Kasey is joining us today. Welcome to the studio. This is her second appearance on the old CSP.
I almost said side character.
The first side character?
I'm a side character. I'm definitely not the main character, everybody.
The first guest that's on twice. You're the first repeat offender.
I am.
Yeah.
You're the only one that wanted to come back. We asked people, and they're like,
Everyone else just sent me an emoji with the middle finger. Like, fuck off.
I said, I'm a teacher on break. I don't have anything going on.
That's right. As you guys know, or the ones that listen to Casey's episode, she is a school teacher here around the area, living it up in the pandemic world. It had to be rough this year for you, huh?
It was absolutely insane.
Yeah.
So the last day of school could not come quick enough.
I feel like teachers in the medical and people in the medical field had to deal with a lot of bullshit. Like, I'd say top tier.
Oh yeah,
medical
field way more than us.
And then teachers, just because like you're expected to gather with more than 30 people on a regular basis.
Yeah, 6 feet my ass.
Yeah, there's no way, especially with the younger kids too.
Well, I had 26 in one of my classes. That was my highest number, and it was 2.5 feet, maybe.
Okay, yeah.
But like our district required masks, so even before the governor mandated it, like they said, hey, if you're coming to school, you have to wear a mask. And our superintendent was very much, if you can't wear a mask, you don't get to come to school. Yeah. You have to go to the e-learning option. And for the most part, the kids did really well with wearing them, which was awesome. If everybody was working individually and everybody facing the same direction, they could take a mask break. Mm-hmm. But what really killed me is like the kids didn't really notice a difference, but I had to change my teaching style so much because I am very group oriented. I don't like teaching whole class. Like that's just not my style.
Like lecture style kind of?
Yeah, that's not my style. So I had to change the way I teach a lot. And it was really difficult at first. Like that was the hardest part. Not the masks, not the social distancing, not the sanitizing the desks after every period. It was very much like, okay, I've been doing this for the past 4 years, and now I have to shift everything that I've done, which was really difficult on me. But by like December, it was fine. Like I was like, all right, this is it. And we were all thinking, by January, everything will be fine.
It'll all be back to normal.
We're like, nope, still not great.
Nope.
I'd
imagine you have to rethink a lot of like little things too, like public speaking with a mask on. It's a fucking for the birds.
I would be sitting on my desk because that would make me 6 feet away from the kids, and we were allowed to take off our masks if we were 6 feet. So if I was doing a big lecture, I'm a pretty casual teacher anyway, so I sit on my desk like cross-legged.
You remind me of like the college professor in like all those like
100%.
old school movies. She's like pulling up a chair backwards.
Oh yeah. I'm incredibly sarcastic. So like I just got a new job for next year. I've been teaching 5th grade for the past 4 years. 4 years? I don't know.
Jeez. Been around the block.
Yeah. And so I just you can't really call it a promotion because I'm not making more money, but I'm going to be teaching 8th grade next year.
That'll be nice.
So
yeah,
willingly teaching middle schoolers because I'm a psychopath.
Nice.
But
that is a crazy age. I think 8th grade might have been my favorite year in middle school.
And that's what like my thing is like
Mike is looking at me like, hell no. That was the first time I think I ran
was a little rough.
I think I ran into you in 8th grade once.
You did not. 100% you did not.
We were friends in 8th grade.
We were friends in 8th grade. 100%. You're dumbass.
He was a year younger than us.
You came to speak to the 7th graders, you and Carissa. This is the first time I ever noticed you or knew you.
Wait a second. That sounds like that could have happened.
NJHS. Does that ring a bell?
You were in NJHS.
I talked
nerd.
About this. Yeah, he is a nerd. I did, and then I went on to be in NJHS too, so I can't talk too much shit.
Yeah, my speech really
National Junior Honor Society.
Wow.
Looks good on your degree.
You remember me from that?
Yeah, because you.
Tell me, did that really help you get into Purdue Cal?
Oh no, not at all. Not at all. They were like, "Oh, you're gonna pay us?"
I say that as I also graduated
Get
from
in here,
Purdue
man.
Cal.
They're like pulling people off the street. Get in here, you little rapscallion.
Why did they send me to talk to people? I was not a public speaker
on their board or whatever.
Yeah, but I mean,
you were like,
there were like 4 people in the whole thing.
Yeah,
so it was you, Carissa, Natalie.
Carissa was like, Carissa was like making good selling points.
Maybe
she's like,
Cole.
She's like, it's great. It looks good on your degree. Like, we do a lot of public work and stuff, like, you know, acts of service.
Which we didn't.
And
really.
Mike's like, you can brag to your friends how smart you are compared to them. And I was like, what?
For all the kids listening, colleges don't give a shit of whether or not you are in NJHS in middle school.
It's not cringy, Mike. I just think it's funny.
Were my socks showing when I was standing up?
I don't know what you were wearing. Probably.
My socks were probably showing.
Probably a Pokemon shirt.
Yeah. Or a sweatshirt.
Or a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Definitely sweatshirt.
Light jeans. Always light jeans. I never got into the dark jean phase until high school. Then I became a bit more edgy. And I was like, I should get some dark jeans.
And a wallet chain.
Yeah, a wallet. Jesus. I never had one of those. I never had a wallet to steal.
Chain.
I had a Velcro wallet.
Cash.
So I always like hid it as much as I could because no one ever wants like that Velcro sound.
You say to the woman who has feminine products that make that exact noise.
But as a wallet, it's different.
Yeah, that's true.
I couldn't bust out on a date in like high school.
Oh, did you really?
Be like, I'll pay for this.
Did you do that?
No.
With your Velcro wallet?
I didn't go on dates in high school.
Yeah, you did. I thought you went on one.
Yeah, when I was like 18, I had a month left in school, and it was my wife.
So you had no Velcro wallet?
Yeah, I had an old Velcro wallet.
You had no Velcro wallet at that time.
No, I did.
Oh, wow.
I was going to say,
I almost really like you.
I'll drink to that.
That's fucked up.
Ooh.
Side note, the best White Claw face.
The best flavor is lime.
Absolutely not.
Lime.
Absolutely not.
Lime. Lime ski.
Black cherry you're going with, Kasey?
Yeah, I have a Coors Light now.
Yeah.
But
a Coors Light.
A Coors
Light?
I like a
Who the hell are you?
I call it Coors Light sometimes.
Coors Light?
Hey, well, you
What
bet
did
you
I
get the
say?
Coors Light.
But
You said Coors.
Yeah.
Coors.
I can't
and
really.
that's recorded. That's
true.
forever now.
That's stamped.
Welcome to the internet.
That's on plastic, baby. But yeah,
I don't know.
I can't really talk about that because my fucking vocabulary is all janked out anyway. So last time Mike and I podcast, we were very hungover. We were hungover boys.
Oh yeah, we were.
And we had some White Claws to save the day.
Yeah, beard of the dog, as you called it.
Hair of the dog.
Hair of the dog.
You've heard of that, haven't
I have
you?
definitely heard of that. My family is full-blooded Irish.
Thank you. See, my kind of folk.
Top of the morning.
Nice white burned skin when you go out in the sun. They know what I'm
Absolutely.
talking about here.
That's what all these moles are.
Freaking, yeah.
Cancer waiting to come.
Oh my god.
Holy shit. But anyway, we have been recording like crazy here in the same studio, but a different podcast for those of you who listen and who follow along with us here. We've been recording a podcast that you guys should go follow. It's called Roll for Your Life Podcast. It's a Dungeons and Dragons pod. Ooh. And Kasey and myself and Mike and Mallory are all on this podcast. Mike is our daddy, our dungeon daddy.
Dungeon daddy Mike.
The dungeon daddy.
I don't
Kasey,
like that.
the hat.
do you want to explain who your character is on the show? I figured
Yeah,
you'd plug it up a little bit.
Yeah, I play Amira Lenoan, who is a human fighter. And she's got a dark past that not too many people know about. So you got to stay tuned to kind of figure out what's going on. Like even like Mike knows, obviously, because he's the DM. He knows what's going on.
I'm daddy.
With my character.
Call me daddy.
But Johnny and Mallory have no idea. They know that I'm really secretive. Johnny's character at this point in time doesn't even know my real name.
Yeah.
Because I don't trust him yet.
Yeah. I just know her as
still
Amy.
I'm still Amy right now to him.
Amy.
Poppy
Yikes.
knows my name, which is Mallory's character.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's she's got a dark past. She's kind of a badass.
Yeah, she's definitely the parent of the group for sure. Like I don't know how it just worked out. That
except for
Kasey's
this
just
last
the mom
time,
of
like
the
the shenanigans you and I were.
Yeah. That was so fun.
Thought Mike was
I
gonna
was like,
kill
this
us.
is great for radio. I'm just stuck in a fucking chimney. Spoiler.
I thought Mike was gonna kill us.
Yeah.
He's like, and then an arrow came
he's like,
through
I'm
the
like,
wall.
I'm like, are you guys sure you want to explore this house? It looks really boarded up and like.
There should have been something in the
nothing.
house. There should have been. Of how much effort we put through, there should have been something.
There
in the
might
house.
have been something in the house.
But we were rolling like shit that night.
That's true. That's my life in fucking in a nutshell. Just rolling like shit every day. Like I roll like shit every time I play
stuck in a
D&D.
chimney.
Oh, that too. Big bro, what are you doing stuck in that chimney?
Stop it! Oh my god!
Get me out of this chimney, please. We can turn that into like
No.
Oh boy, that's gonna be my next.
I'm gonna veto that real
That'd
quick.
be a good Christmas
smut.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Or Christmas.
Christmas episode?
smut.
Yeah, it's Santa
Christmas
stuck in the
smut.
chimney.
Oh shit.
Oh
my gosh.
Santa's stuck in the chimney and Mike comes across him.
Yeah, I'm like,
just
wow.
two sweet cheeks hanging out of the front of the chimney. Rosy red cheeks. The bottom ends of his cheeks, not his face cheeks. But anyways, we've been living it up over there at Roll for Your Life. We've been cranking out episodes too.
Yeah, you need to follow us on all of our social media platforms. We've been making some TikToks. Mallory's in charge of the Instagram and the Facebook page, so you should follow all of that.
Totally.
I'm doing the TikTok and the Twitter. all at Roll4Pod. So check all of that out. Definitely. I know it's early to plug stuff, but
No,
I figured.
No,
definitely
never
get it out of
too
the
early.
way.
Plug
That way
it
we
in.
don't forget, and people
Yeah.
will do it, actually.
Do you want to explain who your character is,
Oh,
Johnny?
yeah, definitely. I am a wizard named Rivik Beastbane. And I am not a very street smart lad. I'm a squishy boy. I have very low HP. I'm a level 1 wizard. I'm like, I'm a level 1 wizard, Mike. Come on.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
We don't want to spoil anything.
Okay,
for
I'm
people.
sorry. I'm just getting
You got to
excited,
remember
okay?
that we're like 8 episodes deep now, almost 6 episodes deep.
Yeah, 6.
7 if you count episode 0.
Mm-hmm.
But very low HP, very squishy boy, book smart, not street smart, kind of doesn't know how
Unless
to...
you lose your book.
Unless I lose the book, then I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Might want to
doesn't-
keep that nice and tight to
I've
you.
got
You need a wallet chain for your spell
Yeah,
book.
dude. Oh my god. I'll get an enchanted wallet
Yes.
chain.
Mhm. Get one of those polos with
Fuck
like
yeah.
the flames
Yes.
at the bottom where it's black on
Yeah.
top.
Rivik is like a hipsterish, like 18-year-old high elf, and he's always on a speaking stone on Skritter, which is an app in the in the world of what's it called? What's our realm? Mastambra that Mike made, and it's very similar to Twitter, but not Twitter.
Not
It's Skritter. It's Skritter.
very close to
There's
Twitter,
more
but
magic
not
shit.
Twitter
A lot
at
of
all.
wizard. a
No
lot of-
copyright infringement will be happening.
Yeah, exactly.
What is the logo for Skritter?
That's a good question. I don't know. It'd probably be like an.
You made it up.
What's
I
the
don't
Twitter
know.
logo? Oh
It's a
god,
bird.
it's a
What's the
fucking
Twitter
It's a
bird.
bird.
logo?
I bet you the Skritter logo would be like some weird mythical beast. Oh, it'd be Cthulhu. It'd just be the icon of Cthulhu.
Okay.
Very Lovecraftian for some reason. I don't know
Sure.
why.
Okay.
Because it's a hellhole on that app, just like regular Twitter.
Fair enough.
Just does no good for the most part. But yeah, he's a fun little character who has a gun too. Side note, doesn't
that
know
may or may not misfire at any time.
doesn't know how to use it quite yet.
Doesn't know what the
wizard.
safety is.
Doesn't know how to turn the
a
safety
wizard
on.
with a gun.
Wild.
Only at Roll for Your Pod.
Yeah. And do you want to introduce the realm a little bit, Mike? Like, do you want to talk about that, or do you just want to keep that a secret from everyone?
No, that's fine. In the land of Mastambra, our heroes find themselves in a land that is after like a post-war. So a lot of things are not like settled the way they should be. There's a lot of towns without like their rightful like magic, and items were stolen. People are kind of roguish right now, trying to find a new place to live. And a lot of people who were in charge are no longer in charge, so it's a little bit more chaotic than a normal D&D sense.
It's interesting because like we're entering this world like post a major event that happened, which isn't usually how homebrews work. It's usually like at the start of that major event that happened. So it's interesting to come in at the tail end of that to see like, well, what else is going to happen if we've already, like, the big event has already happened before we've even started. So I
Right.
think that's really interesting.
Maybe even a bigger event.
Ooh, don't you tease. No, but it's, for those of you that don't play, generally, like, these campaigns start, they're like, you all meet in a tavern, and there's a barkeep there that leads you off to a
Yeah,
hot
our meeting
tip.
was super interesting.
Yeah.
That was so good. Yeah, episode 1 is amazing.
Mike
Like
was
I loved
weaving it.
episode 1. It was so much fun. Because it was the first time we'd played D&D in real life in
Oh
like
my
over a year, and we're
God.
like, oh my god, this is fantastic.
It was
So
insane.
like our energy was super high and just super exciting, and just even if you're not into Dungeons and Dragons, it's a story. It's just a story that Mike is telling beautifully.
Mm-hmm. Easy, Casey.
Go on. Don't stop.
Easy now.
So Mike is doing a great job at doing that, and it is just a bunch of shenanigans with some friends that just love to hang out with each other, and we found something new. Like we've all been friends for like 15 years now. We're going on
Something like that.
Well, we've been out of high school for 10 years now, Mike. So
No, it's only been like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm just now starting to drink White
was
Claws.
gonna say,
we've
Okay,
all
I'm a
been
young
friends since
pup.
middle school. So adding it up, almost 15 years.
Yeah, aren't you guys' or isn't your guys' what is it, the reunion coming up? Or
So-
did it pass already? What happened with
So
that?
there is a Facebook page.
Hell yeah.
Are you on the Facebook page?
I wish I could bring this
I
up.
have not left yet.
You left it?
Yeah, I was
So
like, I don't
there-
want to go to this.
So there are about 7 people who are pretty active on it.
No.
Just 7 out of like how many did we graduate?
We graduated with
Like,
like 200 something.
Yeah.
I could probably name the. Well, actually, no. Sometimes it surprises you.
One
Who
of them
wants to,
didn't
like,
even graduate with us. So
They
was
didn't
like-
even walk. They had to like wait a half a year.
He left like junior year. Like he didn't even
like, see ya.
graduate with
Wow,
us.
I'm just here to party
You
with
know
you
who
guys.
I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I just want to party with my dogs.
And so somebody posted not too long ago, like, so like, should we like meet up at like Buddies and Pals and like,
Buddy and
Jesus
pal.
Christ.
And there-
For
I
a
was
high
like-
school reunion.
I was like,
Fuck.
and like. Seriously, 11 people commented and like, I can do this day. I can do this day.
Oh,
I was like,
no.
I talk to the people that I actually
Yeah.
care about from high school.
I don't need
and-
a fucking reunion to come back and see
Yeah.
everyone I hated from high school.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't really know.
I try to duck half those people that I went to school with in real life. I'm like,
Right.
when I see them,
I
just throw my
avoid
phone.
buddy. I avoid Buddy and Pals
Oh,
for
yeah.
that reason.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
I'm like, I do
yeah.
not want to see anybody from high school.
You're going
No.
to, especially in
You're
the
going
square
to.
too. Like I don't go to Crown Point Square anymore. Fuck
Oh
that.
no.
Hell no.
Do you have your reunions coming up next year then? Do
Yeah.
you have like a person?
Haven't heard anything from anybody. very class of 2012.
Tell Ro to like get
Oh,
in
he's
charge
gonna-
of it and
he's gonna
have
get
them
the
meet
troops?
him. Yeah, have him meet like out by him.
Oh, nice.
Be like,
He's-
it's gonna be in
It's
where does
lit.
he live?
West Virginia.
North Carolina.
Okay,
Oh, I
North
was wrong.
Carolina.
That's where Clayton lives, or he
Oh.
lived there. Yeah.
Okay.
Be like, yeah, our high
North
school
Carolina,
reunion.
West Virginia.
It's the same
thing,
They're,
yeah.
they aren't they? They're shaped similarly,
Oh no,
right?
Clayton said West Virginia is very, very hillbilly. He's like, how dare you?
I
when
just
told him.
the episode I listened to of my murder podcast just took place in West Virginia,
Really?
and it involved aliens, and it was crazy.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's
There were no
Probably.
aliens. He was just psychotic.
He was just on meth,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
hanging out in the hills.
He was on meth and speed,
Yeah.
and he murdered his entire family. So
Oh, hell
because
yeah.
he thought they were aliens.
This dude
my
rules.
God.
He's dead now. It's okay.
Oh, R.I.P. Pour one out, Mike.
Could you imagine? All right.
Oh no.
For the alien murder guy in West Virginia who died in the 90s.
Did you guys hear about that guy who was eaten by a whale?
What?
Really?
dude. Like
Neither
2
of
million
you?
years ago?
No.
His name's
No.
Jonah.
No, it's
Come
not
on.
Jonah. No, so this is real. This actually happened.
Like what kind of whale?
I don't know, the one in the ocean.
Sperm whale, killer whale.
Sperm
yeah,
whales are not.
Probably
they're not,
killer whale.
I was
I
gonna
would
say sperm whales. They just eat krill.
that's what it was though. I'm
What?
pretty sure.
What-
Because
They are
here-
the ones with
hold
like
on, hold on.
they're the ones with like the washer. Like they look like a car.
Washer?
They look like their mouths look like a car wash.
Yeah, they got the
Yeah.
little
Like-
tentacles
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
down.
Okay. Anyhow, no, this
Did he
really
survive?
happened. He did survive.
Okay, I
so
got it here.
this guy
Inside the whale's stomach.
So what happened? He was going diving for like a
Humpback whale.
lobster or something, and
Whoa.
he jumped
Yes,
into the
Sorry.
water, and then totally dark. Like he couldn't see anything,
Oh my
and
God,
he
the
was
ocean is so
reaching
scary.
around, and he's like, "I'm inside something," and he felt like there was no teeth, and he's like,
Dude.
this is a fucking whale."
That is my biggest nightmare.
The ocean, guys, the ocean is so scary. 5%. 5%.
Fuck that.
That is all that's been explored.
Yep.
Because they can't go any deeper.
Yeah, it's terrifying. Those giant squid and shit down there.
yeah.
This
And
is
He
ridiculous.
said that. So he was like, "I made peace with myself." I'm like,
Dude.
I'm fucking dead.
Could
I'm
you
inside of a
imagine?
whale."
Oh my God.
The whale apparently came up, like, because apparently I was talking to a
Are
person at a
humpbacks
party.
meat eaters? Like, do they eat
No.
like fish?
No, apparently they're very picky too. Their throats are only like yay big. They don't have big
this
throats.
dude was skinny as
Okay,
hell.
so,
So when
not
that-
only are you triggering my fear of the ocean, you're also triggering my claustrophobia.
That's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
yeah, yeah.
First off, I was like, there would be no way.
So he wasn't like swallowed. He was in the mouth of it because he was too big for it to swallow.
Oh.
Apparently, the whale felt like he had eaten something wrong, and like it wasn't obviously going down like the krill should have. The whale went up to the surface and spat him out.
fucking yeeted this dude out. I was like,
Yeah, he really did. And then he like just went upon his way.
Oh my goodness.
And the guy lived to tell the tale.
Dude, I would have
That's a
so
great
much,
story.
Yeah.
so much PTSD after that.
There is a lot of like
This is the dude. Do we want to hear it real quick?
I just
He
told
just
it
told it. He
beautifully.
just
I
told
can't
it.
I know,
believe
but I
it.
want to
He's a
hear what this
beautiful
guy has to
storyteller.
say. I want to see if this dude's all fucked over
Swallowed
from it.
by a whale.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, I was there.
Yep.
I jumped into the water and whoop, there I gone.
What happened? Oh, isn't it? Hang on a second.
There's no sound.
There we go.
It's because it's muted. The little
Mike,
button.
obviously this is a very wild story,
boy.
but
Hopefully we don't
how
get
is he
flagged
doing?
on
Is he
YouTube
okay?
for this. Gotta love that delay.
Michael Packard, he lives here in Wellfleet. He got home a couple hours ago. We were there when he arrived home from Cape Cod Hospital.
Oh, yeah, he did go to the hospital,
amazingly,
too.
With minor
Jesus.
injuries. He tells me that he was about 45 feet underwater this morning off the coast of Provincetown.
45
lobster
feet
diving,
deep.
When all of a sudden
It's not
everything
that
went
deep.
black around him.
Like
He
for
soon
divers?
realized
I wonder if
Maybe?
he was free diving.
That's
that
what they
deep?
say
I
he
don't know.
was.
Really?
Yeah,
was
they
holding
say
his
he
breath,
was
yeah.
free diving.
That's
What does that
impressive.
mean?
Like he
No-
didn't have a tank or anything.
No scuba. Yeah.
A lot of people say that It may or may not have. They're skeptics because doctors say he should have been like hurt way worse than what he was.
Do you think he's making it up?
I don't think so. Like, why? That's a very specific thing.
That is very specific.
He's the only one. I don't believe this guy now.
You
If
don't
he's the
believe
only
him?
one that is like recounting, there's no witnesses.
You don't think that could happen?
I think this dude's looking for a spotlight. Let's see.
Black whale.
Oh, see, he's
He
pretty
looks
hurt.
pretty hurt.
Yeah.
Okay, he's pretty fucked up.
Everybody's like, oh, thank
He's
God.
faking
Dad.
it. Look at this faker.
Oh my
Just
God.
Incredible
Yeah, I can
You go
walk
get
like that
eaten
too.
by a whale.
Felt this truck hit me, and everything just went dark.
He was lobster diving. off the
Nice
coast of
lobster. That's a
Coffin.
big lobster.
Karma, because
Him suddenly
karma.
blacked out.
Yeah, you got to
Thought that
Karma.
I
Cook
was
those.
getting eaten by a white shark, and then I said, no, I don't feel any teeth. And I said, oh my God, I'm
So a
in
great white.
the mouth of a whale with his mouth shut.
You want to know
Seconds
how he
later,
got out?
realized
This dude looks like he's
You
like.
just
I don't
told
know.
us
No,
that
no.
the whale was like, I don't like this. And
Yeah.
spit him out.
Another recounting of the story, though, is that he started a fire inside, and it made him
my
like
God.
sneeze, and he
He like vomited him out.
Okay,
Yeah.
Pinocchio.
him and his little puppet came
Geppetto.
out.
The dude had some gnarly snacks or something or chum in his pocket. He's like, fuck.
But I thought of both of you guys when I heard the story. I'm glad neither of you heard about it.
No,
I'm
that's
like, what a
insane.
fucking nightmare for both of you.
Oh, that's
Jesus
the worst.
Christ.
like, can you imagine a worse way to go?
I would fight tooth and nail. I would give every last
They don't
ounce
have any
to
teeth.
get
Oh
out
no,
of
fetal
that
position.
fucking
Fetal
whale mouth.
position. Done. I'd be done.
I'd be
just
freaking
I like
You're
to
out.
just
think that I'm a
accepting it.
badass and that I could handle stressful situations, but I know that if I were actually put into those situations, I would not handle them correctly.
So if he was freediving too, he would have to hold his mouth the whole time he was inside of this freaking whale's mouth.
Hold his breath. You mean?
Hold his mouth while being held inside a mouth. Yeah, hold his breath.
I was like, what the hell are you saying?
He's holding his mouth like this.
How do I do this?
That's
Yeah.
insane.
That is a crazy story.
This dude looks kind of whacked
He
out though.
was in serious
Like, look at him.
trouble.
I know
He
he,
was
just got.
inside
I
of
know,
a
I know. But just look
How
at
would
him.
you look after
Let's
being
go,
a
let's
whale?
go. Let's go diving.
He
Yeah.
looks
What
like
kind
he
of weird
belongs-
shit is in Lake Dale? Like
That's
what?
true.
He's
He
gonna
looks like he
eat you down
belongs in
there.
a fucking mental ward or
I
something.
disagree.
He's
Why?
in scrubs because, or like
Is he gonna
hospital
swallow
garb
me?
because he just got out of the
I don't know,
hospital.
He
man.
looks normal. He
Okay,
looks like
there
you
he
in
looks-
10 years.
There he looks good, but when he was getting walked in, it's like this guy is
he
kind of
was in
sus.
pain.
He's sus, man. I don't know if I believe this.
I believe it.
People are crazy.
So are whales, apparently.
This
Well,
thing-
give it
They are.
about 2 weeks, and we'll find out whether or not this is fact or cap.
Right.
So.
Yeah, it should come out. It's gonna come out this.
Oh,
dude
I'm sorry.
lied.
You don't know the TikTok lingo?
What
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
what is
duh,
Zoomer-
Mike.
What is
I just
Fact.
Zoomer
pretended to know
over
what-
here?
I was
Fact
like,
or
yeah.
cap? If
Cap.
it's fact, meaning like it can actually happen, or cap if it's like not real.
Fair.
That's like people try like TikTok trends, and then they stitch them and they say like, "Hey, all right, let's find out if this is like a real thing or not, whether this really works or not."
I was born in the 90s.
So was I.
MySpace and Vine are what's in my blood. TikTok, I refute it.
Dude,
I
when
have a
Casey said
TikTok
she was
app.
going to make a TikTok for our D&D podcast, I was like, okay, that's cool. I was like, probably won't get that much traction. I was like, I don't
Getting
know.
a ton of
I was
traction.
like, what's
got a
TikTok?
I was so surprised when she told me how many views we had.
I was gonna say our one video has over 1,000 views
It's
already.
fucking ridiculous. That's more than
see
any
what's on.
views we've had on anything. Like,
On the cyber shit.
so I'm like, I'm making a TikTok for our podcast now, I guess, and I'll just post clips we posted on Instagram.
oh my God.
It's
Insane.
gonna be great, and I've got a whole bunch of fun ideas to keep up with the trends. I've got a dance that we're gonna
Oh,
learn
Jesus.
soon, because that'll be great. Because Mallory's the only one who has any dance
I've
capability.
got rhythm. Me and
I'll
Mike will
have
be
you
in the
know,
back.
I've been pretty well known in weddings for my dancing.
So you need like 4 vodka
That's what I was
lemonades,
just
and
thinking.
then you can do it, right?
Turn
Yeah,
on
you
Footloose.
remember- yeah.
Turn on the song Footloose from the Kevin Bacon movie Footloose.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
give me like 10 beers and I will break that
There we
fucking
go.
roof down.
There we
Okay,
go.
so we had DARE graduation right before like the end of school. It was hot like every single freaking day, and then the one day we had DARE graduation at Lemon Lake, and it was
Nice.
like 25 degrees outside and
Oh,
rainy
Jesus.
and gross and disgusting. And so we're like, okay, like what the heck are
What
we
is,
gonna
so
do?
wait, step back. What's DARE graduation?
Oh, sorry.
I thought you were
Okay.
gonna say what's dare?
What's
Oh,
DARE?
well, okay, so DARE is this.
Is this when you were a teacher?
Yes.
Or is this when you were back in school?
No, this is when this was like a couple
This
weeks.
year.
This was
Okay,
a couple
okay.
weeks ago.
Got it.
So Dare Graduation is a program that's ran by the police department in multiple different areas. That they come to the schools and they do a whole, like, it took like all semester to go through this whole lesson with them. And it teaches them about like peer pressure and about like drugs and alcohol and like how to say no to that. I remember going through this program as a kid, and I have never been offered free drugs in my life. So
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
think
saying. Well, no, that's not true.
I've never been
I was
offered
gonna
free
say.
drugs.
No comment.
So I think the program is a waste of time. I don't think it's maybe
Hot take.
maybe in like more urban areas, but like here
in the cornfields of
I mean,
Northwest
I guess like they should be warned about meth because that's like a real big thing.
Don't be stealing those farmers' or gas tanks out in the
Yeah.
field and making fucking
Yikes.
methamphetamine with
So
it.
they have a big, like, it's a big deal at our district to like have like a big Dare graduation for it. So we had the Dare graduation and they all got certificates, shook the police officer's hand and took pictures, blah, blah, blah. And it's fine. Usually parents are allowed to come, but with COVID this year, they weren't allowed to come this year, which was
Right.
fine by me.
Yeah, honestly, I'm sure.
Please.
Keep your parents at home.
And so they had a speaker. So I was playing DJ for the speaker and turned on like a bunch of like wedding dance songs. So, like the Cupid Shuffle and the Electric Slide and
Nice.
stuff like that. And I was like,
To the
I-
window.
I realized
Yeah.
Sweat drop on the walls. Okay, no, I didn't play that one as much as I wanted to.
That would have been awesome. Those
I
kids
also
would-
wanted to play the wobble, but it has a lot of swear words in it, and it's really inappropriate because that's my favorite wedding dance song.
Wobble, but-
That's my favorite dance song. So I realized that as an adult, I've actually never done any of those dances sober. So like,
Oh, shit.
so like I'm doing the Electric Slide. I was like, oh my god, I have no rhythm. Oh no,
I'm actually a really bad dancer when
I
I'm
was
not
like-
drunk.
I don't think I'm a good dancer when I'm drunk either, but I think I am.
Just loosen up a little bit. That's how I am.
But yeah, I was like, oh wow, I'm not. This is weird.
Especially with like a well lit area in a group of your peers too.
Yeah.
They're all this high.
Yeah, okay, that too. I think that DARE program was just like a whole thing that like cops used that they could like suss out their future suspects. Maybe
like
I
to
think
scare
I,
you.
I
Yeah.
don't think it's to scare you. I actually
No.
think it's the purpose of it is to have that like trusting, like, this is a police officer. If you have a problem, you should be able to go to him kind of deal. Which this year I thought was a little weird having
Yeah.
that going
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
So,
hey,
but especially in a very rural area, where,
right.
But it was fine. The officer was an idiot, but
Something Casey
Nice.
didn't tell you is that in order for the kids to graduate, they have to be dared to do drugs and say no. So I was hired as the actor to
was
be
just-
the stranger. So all day
Mike's
at the
got a
park,
joint.
yeah,
Oh my
I was
God.
going around, in like a big old hoodie and be like, "Hey kid, I got some marijuana
want
right
some-
here.
some of the devil's
You-
lettuce?
You want some of
You want
that?"
to see the
some
fucking
Mary-
devil tonight, brother?
But I mean, I'm proud to say all the kids said no.
They did
so
all
they
say
all
no.
graduated.
It's like a fucking hidden body show or hidden camera show, like Ashton Kutcher's Punked, but just Mike trying to give kids drugs.
You guys want some
Come
drugs?
on, I got some good shit in my van. You're like, leave me alone, dare, or
Dare.
whatever they shout. What's their catchphrase?
I don't even know.
I'm like,
I don't
dare,
even know
double
what DARE
dog
stands
dare.
for. I've done this program for 3 years in a row, and I have no clue what
Doing
drugs
drugs
against
are
resistance.
really
I think it's
bad.
drugs. I think it's
Excitable.
resistant education is the RE.
Okay,
fuck it. Let's
drugs
look it
and drugs, alcohol resistant.
up. jugs,
Drugs.
Jugs, jugs.
jugs and alcohol.
We got some
resistance.
jugs resistance. Resist the jugs. The jugs are too powerful.
Oh my gosh.
Yikes! DARE is an acronym for something. Yes. Oh, drug abuse resistance education.
I was right about the last two.
Okay.
Actually, I was right about all but the
There's
A.
a couple of these.
So we never did that when we were kids. I know that like a couple kids, like their churches did it.
There's one that says DARE. Drugs are real expensive.
Hell yeah,
That's
brother.
what it really stands for.
Drugs are really evil.
Drugs are really evil. But
there's a lot
I'd
of
always
fun.
see like
That's
kids
right.
wearing those shirts, like the black shirts with the red DARE on it.
Yeah.
What the fuck is
We
that?
did
Yeah.
it.
It's like, what is that nerd? And
We
I go
did
give him a
it.
wedgie.
I was gonna say we definitely did it. I
Yeah,
remember
remember
going
it.
through this program.
I didn't think-
Three
I don't
Creeks
know.
stand tall, clap, clap.
Oh,
He wasn't
That's
Three
all.
Creeks
I was
though.
at Oak Hill,
He
brother.
was,
Oh.
he was at the
I was at
smart school.
Too
Cardinal.
smart to learn about drugs.
Excuse
huh?
me, I was a cardinal. We made drugs and sold them to Three Creeks. We
You
were at
had
the
like
top of
a-
the food chain.
You had the like same exact design, but instead of
Yeah.
DARE, it says do.
Yeah, exactly. With a big thumbs up.
Yeah.
Do it. Come on, it's fun. You can buy it at recess from us. What did the kids do at recess this year? Did they have to wear masks outside, or how did that work?
If they were outside,
They do jumping jacks like distance
So
apart.
especially because I'm at the middle school level, our recess is a little different.
Oh yeah, I forgot
It's
about
more
that.
like they eat lunch and then they go outside. And
Right.
We don't have a playground
They
or
just
anything.
fucking
They
hang
just
out.
They
run
don't have a
around.
playground.
I'm at the
Middle school, they don't.
They just go in the parking lot. And
That's
like,
exactly what
Smoke
they do.
cigarettes.
They run around. They run around the parking lot. I am
Go
not
play in
lying.
traffic, you damn kids. Buses are whizzing by them.
I am not lying. They play in the
Yikes.
park. But there's basketball hoops out there, so like we have basketballs and
Yeah.
stuff. But most of the time
That's
it's just them
what
running
we
around.
got to do. Like you go into the gym and shoot hoops.
Yeah,
That's what,
that's all it was.
like what Mike did during middle school dances.
What sucks is like usually
I don't like you
too
two
close to
together. It's like
home.
shitting on Mike's day.
close to
I
home.
said that you
My
were
bad.
creating a beautiful story. I have actually done nothing but compliment
See,
you.
she was bringing you up. I got to keep you on a level here.
You know what, Johnny? You're off of the Cyber Shindig podcast.
Ah,
It's Casey and I
fuck.
now.
Oh,
Damn
great.
it.
You can still
All
edit
right.
the video.
You know
Yeah,
what?
you
do the
still have to
sound.
do all the
I'll
legwork.
hang out down here while you guys shoot. I
Yeah,
guess.
that's fine.
Don't mind me.
You can watch your anime on
I'm just
the
gonna
TV.
get down here and play with my dog and watch anime. Fuck.
Oh my gosh.
It's a big day coming up for both of you on the 19th.
My sister's wedding.
Because Casey is gaining a brother-in-law and Johnny is going to be gaining another year of life.
Insane.
The same
Oh
day.
yeah, it's your birthday.
It's wild.
Pretty wild. June 19th. It came by too quick.
Yeah, how old are you turning?
You got it. 28. I thought about this.
I was gonna say because we're like a year apart.
Yeah,
and
I
I'm
did
gonna
think
be
about this.
29 this year.
Ooh, yikes. Vomit. I thought about this in the shower the other day.
Yikes.
I was like, wait, how old am I again?
I imagine you just standing there too, like not washing yourself, just standing, like looking into the water. And you're like,
Most of my
Avril Lavigne blaring in the background.
most of my
It's super
showers.
sad.
Yeah, pretty much. He was a skater, but how old am I again? Fuck. No, dude, most of my great ideas come up in the shower.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I told you I need they make a waterproof notepad that you can keep in the shower for shower thoughts, and I need it.
I need just like a thing that I can record voice memos on.
Oh, I do
Because
that
I
too.
Your
like
phone does that.
not in the shower though. I have to
Yeah,
like get out of the
can.
shower. I don't
No.
want to put this in like a life-proof case. You kidding me?
Turn it on, set it on your toilet, and then
Oh,
just
that's
when you
weird.
come up,
Just you just heard
That's weird. Yeah.
Carol's upstairs. Johnny's yelling, "Idea for that!"
All right, here's a podcast idea. Maybe a fun bit could be it. Yeah.
it's like push Johnny off of shore on a boat and
Yeah.
see how far he can make
Yeah.
it.
Episode 100. No, but like most of the song, like ideas like the intro to the song I thought of in the shower.
Yeah.
Or the intro to this podcast.
You were just like
the
scrubbing
bit.
with soap, and you're like, and you're like, oh shit, that'd be great.
I was like, that'd be
The
kinda
amount of
really
story
cool.
ideas I get in the shower is ridiculous.
Oh, it's insane. It's like a, I don't know why. I don't know if it's just because you're like blanked out and relaxed.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. We love to hear it here at the Cyber Shindig.
Sorry.
You love to
I
hear
knew-
Honestly,
I
I
was
do.
gonna say I know that's a thing, so I was like, I'm
The
gonna do it.
ASMR, baby.
Oh.
But yeah. What is, so did you have to do any remote learning? Like, did you have to, during like the thick of it?
No, our district was actually one of the only districts in the area in like Northwest Indiana that did not have to go on lockdown or quarantine or anything like that. I had a couple kids. Throughout the entire year, I think I only had 2 kids test positive the entire school year.
Wow, that's pretty surprising.
I had quite a few that like, oh, mom has it, so they're home, or hey, they were at or they were in this class with somebody else and that somebody around them had it, so now they have to close contact quarantine. But we did not have that problem at all, which was really nice. We came really close in between Thanksgiving and Christmas. We thought we were going to have to close, and
Yep.
not because of kids. We actually were low on staff because it was
shit.
more like this person was, at a Thanksgiving party, and now
and someone had it or whatever.
and now they have to close contact, or their kid goes to Valpo and they have close contact, so now they have to
Fucking
stay at
Valpo.
home.
Valpo.
So now they have to stay home with their kid because they can't be by themselves, just because they're like a kindergartner or something.
Yeah, no, it totally makes sense.
So we actually ran low on staffing. I covered. So during my prep, they asked me quite often to cover classes. So much so that each semester, because I get paid for that, I get paid $30 per period.
Wow.
So
Hell yeah.
both semesters, I made over $500
Wow.
extra
Hell yeah.
just to
Get
cover.
that scratch.
Yeah.
And like, it was fine. Like, it was annoying because my team, it was me and my teaching partner that were the only people that were ever volunteered to do it, to help out, like, because nobody wants to do that. I want
No.
to be in my classroom doing my own stuff for my own class, and nobody else would volunteer. Like, so
Yeah.
it was just me and her, and anytime I would ask somebody else, they were like, no, I'm busy. I was like, what the heck do you think I'm doing? You think I'm not busy too? I'm
It's an extra load.
Another reason why I'm very happy to be leaving.
8th grade,
Right.
baby. So are you leaving? You're staying in the same school, though,
I am
right?
staying in the same school.
Yeah.
So that was another reason for me wanting to move is I coach 2 different sports
Yeah.
at the middle school. I coach volleyball, 6th grade volleyball, and I coach track now as well.
Sports.
Mike's favorite. Our favorite topic on this podcast.
We love
actually.
sports. We're really smart about
Yeah.
sports.
I mean, I coach like the most like low level sports. So
volleyball, I would not say is low level.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
okay.
think so.
Let me rephrase that. It is low level on the quote unquote importance scale.
Oh,
It is
okay.
not
Like
basketball.
how
It is not
school-
football.
yeah.
It is not, you know,
That's pretty much it.
Chess.
yeah.
Chess.
Chess is
Chess
definitely way up
team.
there. So I really wanted to stay at the middle school because there's a new building that's going to be opened up for 3,
Yeah.
4, 5. And I didn't want to move to that new building if I could avoid it. Just because I would have had to reapply for my job the way our district works that way. I was not
that.
guaranteed my position
Fuck
at the new
that.
building. And I am very much an upper elementary, middle school type teacher. I'm too much of an asshole to teach the little ones.
I don't blame
That's
you.
true.
You gotta do.
100%.
Is it true that you probably have to do more babysitting?
It
with
is more
younger kids?
babysitting. It is more babysitting. I'm too sarcastic and like
No.
I'm just and also just too much of a dick.
No.
So I'm like, if they put me in 3rd grade, I would make them cry all the
Yeah,
time.
they'd be
I know
like,
I
"This
will.
Moody's mean."
I'm the meanest. Meanwhile, like my 5th graders, like I can joke with them. I'm like, really? Are you being an idiot right now? And they're
Yeah.
like, whew. But if I said that to a 3rd grader, they'd be like,
They take it super personally.
yeah. So I wanted to stay as much as I could at the middle school, and this position opened up, and I was like, okay, 8th grade's not ideal because they're stinky and they're mean.
That's
and they're
honestly, I
scary.
forgot about the stinky part. She's right about that, dude. 8th grade. 8th
They
grade.
made us do gym in the morning.
Yeah, that's some
What?
bullshit.
Yeah,
that is some
I
bullshit.
think at our 8th grade
That
they
is
have it
so
first thing in the
fucked-
morning.
And everyone's so I don't know. They're too fucked over to like want to go shower. You know what I mean? Like mentally, they don't want to. I would hate
never
to go
showered
shower.
after
I did
8th grade
once,
gym.
I think.
Even in high school, unless we swam. I
And the
didn't-
showers
still
were
didn't shower.
disgusting.
They
too.
always were disgusting.
In our school, it was a 100-year-old shower, and you're going in there. It hasn't been cleaned in 50 years. Like, you guys can
Oh, the
shower
old
if you
middle
want.
school?
Yeah, and I was like,
And it was an
that's
open
a
room.
fucking dungeon in there in the middle school. Yeah, I was like, the lights aren't even on. I don't even know if the lights work in there. Who knows what's crawling around in
There's
there?
that weird
Yeah.
supervisor that was always there.
So
So said he had to
yeah.
turn on the
He's
showers.
like, I just
himself.
gotta like make sure the lights stay on you kids in here. I'm like, I
Don't
don't
He's
know.
got a
on me.
flashlight.
I don't know about this
He's
guy.
like, I'm the light butt guy.
All right,
Don't
now
mind
jump
me.
around in there. Come on, I'll throw some hot water on you. No,
my
but it was
God.
like that's why everyone smelled like fucking Axe body sprays because they didn't want to get in an actual
God.
shower. They just gassed themselves with Axe.
It was so yeah.
Do you guys have the one-room shower place in eighth grade, middle school? Because that's what
middle
our
Like a
showers
stall?
were.
I think so.
Yeah, because it was just like in one big open
I don't
room.
know. I was always a bigger girl in middle school, so like it was more like get changed, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like now
I
I'm
feel like
I
that's
don't,
what everybody did.
right.
Oh yeah.
Like I was like, I
But like
changed
middle
that-
school girls are mean.
Oh well, yeah. It's
Yeah,
middle school
girls in general in,
Middle
in
girls-
elementary, high school,
to
and
this
middle school
day,
are fucking
Like when I was coaching track this year and I had like the 8th grade girls, if I heard them giggling for the first like couple weeks, I was like, oh my God, are they giggling at me? They're laughing at me.
It's like self-con- yeah,
right?
definitely.
I was like PTSD. I was like, oh God.
Ugh.
And now I'm willingly going to teach them.
Yeah.
So that's going to be
And
great.
then you're like, you bring out like a handle, and you're like, "Hey, bitches, can you fucking buy alcohol?"
Shut
I
up!
can't-
Check this out. I'm gonna go. Never mind. Never mind.
What?
I don't know where you were going with that.
I was gonna make a fun joke about their parents, but that's okay. Anyways,
But my
I
biggest
forgot Casey's a teacher, and I gotta go.
It's
I
fine.
don't want to fuck her over too bad.
But one of my biggest things about wanting to move is that 2 of my most influential teachers, that inspired me to actually become a teacher, were my 8th grade teachers. It was Mrs. Usage, and
Great
Mrs.
teacher.
Eller.
Great teachers.
Both of them
Two
were
of my
my
favorites,
absolute like
yeah.
them and Mrs. Magley are like
Miss
on the top
Magley.
3. And
Oh, yeah.
Killian is the reason I wanted to be a teacher because I could not be like him. So there were teachers like
Nice.
that too.
Yep, there's
but
gotta be
those
both.
but those 3 were really big influences for me. And I thought and that was one of the reasons I selfishly became a teacher was because I wanted to be like, I wanted to make an impact. Whether it was, and I didn't, not that I wasn't doing that with 5th grade, because I definitely felt that from the kids and from the parents and stuff like that. But I'm like, I don't remember my 5th grade teacher. I don't remember her.
I do.
I don't remember her. I don't remember a big influence. And I hope that the kids remember me and remember that I cared about them. You know, like I had a student that came out to me this year, and I hope
Oh, wow.
that they
That's big.
Yeah, and that they remember that the next day I put my pride flag up for them.
Cool.
always called them by their new name and always called them with the correct pronouns and things like that. And they wrote me a nice note at the end of the year that said, you were one of the only teachers who actually did this and
That's
really made
cool.
it hard. So like, I know that I'm making an impact. I know that, but I feel like I can make more of an impact at the 8th grade level. And
Right.
especially like looking at some of the novels that I'm going to be teaching, it's going to be good.
I was going to say, I think you're wrong with the 5th grade stuff. Like, I definitely remember. I had a really good 5th grade teacher, though.
You're wrong, Casey. That whole
No,
thing.
so
wrong.
your kids will definitely remember you if you know what I mean. I think you're not giving yourself enough credit with that, because my 5th grade teacher was like, she was out there a little bit, but we read some
Who was
really
your 5th grade teacher?
Miss Cooksley. I don't know if you remember. A lot of people didn't like her. A
Again,
lot of people really
he
liked
went
her.
to
Oh yeah,
Oak
Oak Hill.
He went to Oak Hill.
Oak Hill.
Oh no, yeah.
Damn right. But she was fucking great. She was the same kind of style, probably. You did, just like very sarcastic. That told us what like some real shit. Like she wasn't like sugarcoating things, which is pretty dope for 5th grade. But 8th grade, I definitely remember both of those teachers you mentioned, and I learned a lot. What do you do?
You can't do that.
See, this is what they taught them, and this is what they should have taught you at 3
look
Creeks.
at that.
That's what they definitely taught us.
Couldn't even
That was
teach
what
them.
gym class was in
Crack
3
a
Creeks.
can on your head.
So, that's what my 5th grade
That was
teacher
our
taught me.
presidential fitness
Yeah.
test.
all
Was
right.
we had to crack a can
Now
on
do
our head.
30 crunches and crack this Miller Lite can on your head afterwards.
That sounds like my
Scream yee
stepfather.
But I think that comes from me, like, just I'm really good at my job. And it's and this past year was actually the first year that I started saying that and like saying that out loud.
Right.
Really fucking good at my job, and I really love my job. And this year, I think, was the ultimate test for that, was whether or not I still loved my job. And I do. I still love my job. I still love everything about it. I love all the highs and lows. I love working with the kids. I love having those special moments with the kids, as well as like I taught social studies, and that was really cool to I always love teaching that with them and like hearing their thoughts and stuff like that. And it's why I have like a lot of people are like really down about like the future. They're like, oh my God, these kids are so crazy. And I was like, I don't actually see that. And I think that's why I like my job so much, is because I do get to see like the future generation, and they're pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, most kids are pretty legit.
They're pretty cool. Middle schoolers are terrible. And we always talk about how they're ugly inside and out. Because
That's hilarious.
Wow.
Actually. That's actually really
Casey's
funny.
a really great teacher.
I'm a great teacher
But
because
my
I
kids
love
are
it.
ugly.
And they stink like shit.
But they have good hearts. Like I just always see that. And I feel like if you take the time to actually get to know them, like they're always going to be closed off at the beginning. But if you take the time to actually get to know them and actually be like, hey, like what's going on? And you can't force it. Like I think that's why some teachers and some adults, like they're just like, oh, I'm the adult and they should just respect me. And I'm like, it's not really how that works.
Yeah.
And that's not how the world works after
No.
they get out. Respect
God,
isn't just
no.
given. You have to earn it.
Right,
So
exactly.
I'm going to respect them first because they're kids. Even 8th graders, they're 13. They're 13, 14 years old.
They're
like,
they're little adults, basically.
yeah,
They're,
so like they're still
they know more.
developing. Like the human brain doesn't stop developing until you're 26.
Well, we're
boy.
fucked. We're done.
I'm screwed.
Can't learn anything
I
else.
guess I'll never learn Spanish.
Nope, you won't.
Porque?
Puppy.
But yeah, I love my job. I love what I do. This year proved that significantly, more than anything. I think for some people it had the opposite effect. They've realized, oh, I do not want to do this anymore because this year has killed me. And that's fine. I think what's important then is that they need to, teachers who realized I don't like this anymore, you need to get out.
Yeah, why torture everyone around you
Yes.
if you're not into it and you're like lackluster?
It's exhausting. Like, and the kids know. They're like, well, I don't tell them that I hate them. I was like, they know that you hate them.
Right.
Like, you don't have to say that. Like, they know that.
Oh yeah, there are
So-
teachers we had where it's like, you knew they hated their job. They hated us.
Showing up for my tenure and my and for whatever perks
Yeah.
you had after your benefits after all that shit.
I had a
So-
teacher in 8th grade who made us teach a lesson, which, like, looking back on it, I'm like, oh, we have to, like, we're all assigned a lesson for our math book. Let's fucking do it. But now thinking about it, we did her fucking job
Yeah.
for her. She was just
I
like,
do that.
everybody take a lesson and go up there and teach it.
But I do that as
Oh, you do it too, huh?
Casey's
I
like,
do that
well,
Because
she comes in with sunglasses on, all hung over. She's like, "All right, which one of you kids is
excuse
teaching
me.
the fucking?"
Excuse me, that's a movie day that day. No, but that's a really good higher order thinking. Like that is like.
But it was every day.
Oh, it was every day.
That's
No.
shitty.
It was every day.
That's
If it was
shitty.
every day, no.
I'm sure you don't do it like.
Were you in the honors class?
Yeah.
Then that's probably why, because that actually is higher order thinking. So they probably, yeah.
I was in 81. And for those listening who knows exactly what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about.
I was all twos, baby.
I was gonna say 82 for the dumb
Wow,
kids. Hey!
82 is not for the dumb kids.
Absolutely, it was.
I don't know if it was or not, but I had a lot of fun.
Baloney.
I was not in any
Some
honors
of the-
classes ever.
All the smart
I was
kids
in
were in 82.
honors English.
Zane was in 82.
No.
There was a couple smarties in 82.
Yeah. Johnny,
I was
you
never-
were in 82, right? Maybe you got a point, Casey.
I tell my students all the time that I was a bad student. Like I do not hide that from them. I was like, guys, I skated through high school. I was like, I barely like got out with like B's and C's. And
Really?
oh yeah. And then my mom,
Really?
but
I didn't know that either.
Yeah. I thought you were smart.
I put on that facade, yes,
Yeah.
but
What's up, Tony?
hey, Tony.
How you doing? Good to see you. Yeah. Heck yeah. What's up? Oh, did you bring ice cream? Nice.
Nice.
Bring us
It looks,
ice cream
it looks like
stuff?
milkshake.
Where's our ice cream?
Good.
Yeah, what the heck?
Ah.
You know
There's
what?
churros
extra
over there,
exercises now.
No, I'm good. I don't like ice cream.
No ice cream for us.
you
Now
say
you're
you
doing
don't
30
like
reps.
ice
I'm not a big fan of ice cream,
What's
honestly.
wrong with
You could
you?
have brought me ice cream 10
Serial
reps.
killer.
It's the dairy. Did you guys have fun? Yeah? Yeah, we're recording. Thanks. I'm going to edit all this out. Yeah, that's the red light that means
Yeah.
we're on.
That's fine. You're just making more work for him
Yeah,
later on,
it's
so
great.
that's good.
No, I'll probably keep this on. Don't worry about it.
Don't
Mike-
touch him. He's cursed.
It's
Mike
bad
got-
luck. Now
Mike
you're
got
now you're
mad at
cursed.
him.
Oh, no. Now your ice cream's going to spill.
Yeah, it is. And you have 30 years of bad luck, and a plague will come upon your family. What? Oh, shit. Never mind about that. There's
my
pizza
God.
there, too.
And churros.
And churros.
Casey brought churros.
I brought churros.
Did you have to cook those?
Yeah, they just went in the oven for like 5 minutes, and then you roll
Really?
them in cinnamon sugar.
Oh, shit.
But they
They're
didn't have
good.
them. They don't have them anymore at Aldi. They were only a
What?
special thing in the middle, in the center aisles.
Oh, my God.
Like
yeah.
in the center
Stephanie,
frozen aisle.
she should... Aldi should just run all their snacks by Stephanie
Hey,
first.
and there's normal nuts in those death nuts now, so you can have some of them.
Yeah, try Death
They're
Nut.
just regular nuts now.
They're
Yeah,
sweet ones.
he's
you?
They're
definitely
like the-
tricking you.
Steph, would I do that to
They're like
you?
Yes,
the
he
glazed
would.
nuts from
Are you
Bass Pro
serious?
Shop.
I
You
can't believe
liar.
this. I'm going to tell everybody at work that you were waveboarding.
Oh, shit. That's why her back and everything's all screwed up.
I'm going to be like, I saw her the other day. She was doing somersaults.
She was on Snapchat doing acrobatics.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be impressive, actually. Okay. Deuces.
Thanks, Steph.
Bye, Steph.
Bye.
Shit.
What were we
anyways.
talking about?
I don't
think-
remember. I was just talking about me just geeking out about my job.
The old teaching stuff. Old school. School in summertime.
That's
That's what you're like, Mike. School in summertime.
8th grade is where I met my wife.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Pokemon?
Weird.
Yeah, but you guys didn't start dating till senior year, though, right?
Correct.
That's what I thought.
I only went.
Do you remember the first time you met her?
Yeah. It was an 8th grade math class, the one that made me do all these fucking things where it's
Oh,
like,
wow.
go teach a class, don't go teach the thing.
Jeez.
Yeah, we were sitting next to each other, and I was really into a series of unfortunate events.
Okay.
And she got the last book. My family was poor, so the next time I was getting anything that was my own was like my birthday. So I was like, "Oh shit, you have the last book? Can I borrow it?" And she said yes.
She's like, get lost,
that's
you
a big deal.
nerd.
And then 15 years later, she said yes again. No, it was a big deal
It was
because
a
she
super
said
big
she
deal.
didn't lend them out. I don't know why she did. I was just a random guy.
Hey, let me borrow that
She
book.
liked you.
Nah, not
She's like,
8th
who's
grade
this little
Mike.
cutie pie?
Not
This
8th grade
weird
Mike
little
was known.
fuck coming up to me asking for books.
But yeah, met her then, and then I was friends with Zane, who was kind of friends with your group, and that's how I kind of implemented myself. I just was like,
Mike just invited
into the
himself.
circle.
Well,
I'd be like,
I think we sat together in 7th grade, and
In study hall,
in
right?
study hall. Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
I was like, this kid's weird.
Oh
I
God,
like
study
him.
hall in middle school was the worst.
You think
was
so?
worse.
I loved reading. I was a big
Okay,
reader in
yeah.
middle school.
I think that's what we talked about. We talked about books all the time,
Probably.
and then we got in trouble
Because
we weren't supposed
Carissa
to
was in our study hall,
I didn't
too.
become friends with Carissa till freshman year.
Yeah, you two did not get along.
Yeah, she kicked me. Or
Yeah,
she
so didn't
bullied
she
me.
bully
She
you?
bullied me off the volleyball team.
But I mean, don't all friends start off as like,
Yeah, that's
bullies?
true. I did bully quite a few of my friends. Well, not my close friends, but we did bully a lot of people. And now
See,
I ended
middle
up becoming
schoolers,
friends.
they're the worst.
We were, dude. I was the worst. We had a crew of. I was talking to somebody the other day. We had like a day after all of our I-step testing or whatever in middle school, and they would just let us go run around in this field behind the middle school. You know, where like there's like the fucking there's like the little playground, and then there's like a field where they played soccer by that globe plant that exploded like 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know, right over there,
No.
the globe plant. Remember, there was like a huge fire like 4 years
Oh,
ago.
yeah, 100%.
Oh, yes.
freaking whole
Okay,
place
I
on
know what
fire.
you're talking about now. I was like, what the heck?
Anyways,
Yeah,
Group
that was
here.
me.
we were friends with some pretty big guys. Like I was pretty big in 7th or 8th grade too, like for my age. And
You
we
played football in middle school,
yeah,
right?
yeah, and freshman and sophomore year. Those were rough
Then you
times.
joined the dark side.
And I was like, fuck this. Fuck brain damage. Fuck getting my ass like beat up. But we would just like run around out there. There'd be people like just like hanging out in groups. And then like my friends would be like, let's get Tony. And we'd point at Tony and everyone would run at him and push him on the ground and grab the straw and hay that was cut and throw it in their faces, dude. And then like they would join our like group. And then we would just go around like being fucking asshole middle school kids. Like tearing people, and Cole was like the fastest of our group, so he would like go and like mow them down first, and we'd all come up behind him with grass and throw it in their face. I was like, thinking about
God.
back, I was like, damn, that was pretty rough. So E3 has been going on the past 3 days, right? 4 days, 3 days?
Like a week, but okay.
I've only watched one.
I literally just found out about it today. I thought it started today.
That's
you
fair.
plebes?
That was me last year, though.
Are you sure you went to Oak Hill?
Put your
Okay,
glasses
here's the
back
thing,
on. You look like Hannibal Buress when he takes his glasses off. Or Arthur the Aardvark.
Most of the video game news that I get is from you, Mike, that you're like, hey, did you hear that this happened? And I'm like, no. And then I look it up.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
That was literally him. He was like,
Except
2
for the
days ago.
Last of Us TV series, I've been watching that like a hawk.
Yeah.
Every
that's
time they
true.
cast somebody
You're
new.
the one texting me.
Every
and
time
I'm
they
like,
cast
oh,
somebody
God.
new, I'm like, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Because it's my favorite video game series of all time.
Mike texted me the other day. He's like, hey, there's like a new game coming out that looks very Dungeons. Well, it is Dungeons and
It
Dragons.
is. It literally has
It's
Dungeons
like
and Dragons in the
I don't know
title.
if it's like completely D&D'd out. But you can choose from like 4 different types of characters that are pre-made, basically. It looks dope.
Correct. Correct.
I kind of want like Sims like as like a Dungeons and
That'd
Dragons.
be cool. That'd be
Like,
really
wouldn't
cool,
that be
actually.
so much fun?
Have the Sims talk instead of the actual English.
Too bad none of us are like good at like coders.
Yeah. That'd be sick. I
Could
could
be
write a
a
cool patch. Or what do they call that? Where they did
code.
No. Where, on like Skyrim, where you had like the
Mod.
Mods.
mods. Oh. The
I
Macho
just
Man.
added a mod to my Sims that it's the murder mod. And you can like they can
Classic.
kill each other now.
Classic.
Hell
Casey.
yeah. We used to do that
I-
the old school way.
I love but like they have like guns and knives and
that
shit.
I'd probably play Sims if they had guns and knives in it.
They also just dropped a new pack that's called the Modern Decor Pack, and you can make everything super customizable, and it's very exciting.
Okay, I saw your sister like going crazy about this on Snapchat.
Oh yeah,
I was like, I don't understand.
She's played with it
this.
more than I have. I've only played it with it once because
Yeah.
I just bought it.
Mm-hmm.
But they added one of my favorite things that they added to the Sims was called the Get to Work pack, and it's
Okay.
where you can actually go to work with the Sims, and you have like different objectives that you have to do. Like if you're a doctor, you have to like you can actually like play a little bit more.
You like
it's
in
really
surgery
fun.
and like make choices
Yeah,
as a doctor.
yeah, and it's really fun. It's one of my favorite packs that they added. So they added a new.
Mike would love Sims.
You've played the new Sims, but you haven't played Resident Evil Village yet.
Not yet.
I'm livid.
Have you ever played The
I'm
Sims?
still
You're also
recovering.
off the podcast. It's only me.
I'm
the Mike
still
show.
recovering because I played Biohazard.
I was like, damn, that's a fucking
Well,
that's a poll.
I
That is
played
an
that
old
too.
game.
I've played those too.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I've played all 3 of them.
Those are good.
I blew
You?
through those.
I haven't beat them, but yeah, I played them.
no,
all.
of course you haven't.
Classic.
I used to play my
I'm
Rose
still
house all the time.
recovering from Biohazard. That game fucked with me. Like really, like I had to take breaks, like TikTok breaks or like like
TikTok breaks?
because I'm like I need to laugh because I'm so scared.
Let me look at some shit on the
Yeah.
internet real
Yeah,
quick.
that's exactly what I would do. Like Biohazard.
I was like,
And I
is
was
it the
gonna
one with
say
the dude with the saw on his
Yeah.
head or the fucking...
Biohazard fucked with my brain, and I kept thinking like this is supposed to be played with VR,
Oh, yeah.
and
Hell
I'm like,
no.
oh dear God, no.
Hell no.
Village is not as scary though. It's more like campy, if anything. There's only one scary part in it where you're like in a house and it's like a bunch of dolls.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, that doesn't sound
That's
fun.
the only scary bit. But I have a phobia of dolls.
Yeah, but the basement in Biohazard freaked me the fuck out. Like when you had to like swim through I was like, oh my God.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I can't do it.
What about the basement in BioShock?
Also scary.
There was not.
I was like, there wasn't a you were always underwater. So was
You're
it
always
all
in a
the
basement.
The fucking weird suit.
That game was scary too, though. Even though like it was
Oh,
an
yeah.
older game, like that's a scary game.
It was such a good game.
It was a
BioShock,
good game, and Infinite was trash.
I
did
would
not
say
like
the
it.
second one was worse than Infinite.
No, I
second
liked the second
BioShock?
one, but I
Nice,
hated
dude.
Infinite. I thought Infinite was trash.
Wow. Okay.
I didn't like it. I didn't like the ending. I thought it was a dumb plot twist.
I did not like the ending to BioShock Infinite
because like
either.
I mean, like I said, like I just said that like The Last of Us is my favorite game series because I like story-based games.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's why I have such a hard time getting through.
they hate story-based
They
games.
do. They hate
Yikes.
story-based
Charlie's not
games.
about it.
The Hounds.
He's like, fuck that game.
Like Skyrim, like I have a hard time with Skyrim because it's hard to follow the story for that one.
Okay, yeah.
'Cause
I get it.
I get
Side quests
distracted with side
bog
quests.
you down, but
And
you like physically hurt Johnny.
I'm sorry.
I've never
Oh,
like
come,
that's
you're
his,
breaking my
that's
heart
his
here.
one game he
I
played.
do love it. I do
no,
love
it's a good game.
Skyrim.
I get it.
Max level.
There's
He
too-
hasn't even beaten the first quest.
There's
yet.
too much shit going on in it, especially when you download like DLCs and stuff.
It's
too.
also why I didn't really like the last Assassin's Creed game. Like I didn't really like Valhalla.
Valhalla? Oh.
Did you see the new one they're releasing?
No.
They released it on E3.
Who? What? What era?
I forget what era it is. It looked
Yeah, what's
pretty
it
dope,
called,
though.
buddy?
I don't know, but it looked cool. I saw the gameplay of it. It looked really cool.
Oh boy!
Yeah.
I will. That is one. I am a slut for Assassin's Creed games.
Valhalla.
But Valhalla, I think Valhalla. My issue with that one was that it was designed for PlayStation 5. It was
yeah.
designed with PlayStation 5 in mind, and as you know,
It's
it is impossible to
impossible.
get a PlayStation 5 right now. So I bought it
bullshit.
for
Oh, that's
PlayStation
right.
4, and it was not clean.
Yeah.
It was very jumpy. It was not as smooth as Odyssey, which was beautiful. And I think that's what I was holding it to, as I was holding it to Odyssey, which was designed for PlayStation 4. And in Valhalla, you were able to choose either a male or female character too, which was in Odyssey. But I wasn't a huge fan of Valhalla. I was really disappointed. Does it say?
It's like
what it
it's
is?
like in like oh god, all these fucking pop-ups. It's in like Greek times.
They already
like,
did that. That's what Odyssey was.
This is
Use,
E3 from like 2 years ago. Johnny's like,
Yes,
I'm
yeah,
watching
that's
it.
Valhalla. Oh,
But
it
it-
says it's even bigger than Valhalla.
It looked like he was like someone was riding a horse and he like chucked a spear at him. They kept replaying that.
We have been
gameplay.
asking. Okay, so they did Civil War. They
Yeah.
did the Civil War era. I can't remember which one.
Yeah, I played that
was.
one.
Casey played as a Confederate.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
she did.
The
South of Raz, baby.
Absolutely not. And we have been asking for a Great War or World War II.
Oh yeah.
That would be just so cool because
That'd be
like
dope.
the Civil War one was pretty fun. Like it was interesting because it was a little bit more modern, but still like you still had that aspect of it. Like I want to be an assassin hunting Nazis.
That'd be
Like,
fun.
That would be so cool, but they haven't done that yet. They keep going older. Like
Yeah.
Odyssey was ancient Greece, and then Valhalla was fucking Vikings.
Imagine if you could get some like updated machinery and equipment and guns and things like that. You just,
yeah, like
gonna
you
be
get
dinosaurs next.
firearms like in your little like sleeve thing.
Yeah.
but like it's like a one shot. Like,
yeah,
thing.
one little pistol and it's like.
But
that's
you
it.
got like rifles and stuff in the Civil War one, which I thought was pretty cool.
I played that game and I was so bad at hiding and sneaking. I was like, "Fuck this game!" I got caught like 100 times. I dumbed it down and I was like, "It's not
Dumbed it down.
It's
He's
not
on
for me.
easy.
Oh, you got to the point where it asked you like, "Hey, like you can
Yeah.
change the,
I was
the
like,
difficulty
buddy,
level."
I would just like climb the tallest like mountain or climb the tallest building, just like jump off of it and like
Well, they
do
did
weird
that.
shit.
They made them so going back to Resident Evil, because they've been revamping the old Resident Evils, right? And I've been
Yes.
buying all of those and playing all of those
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I remember growing up watching my dad play all of those. It's probably why I'm fucked up. But
definitely. Good job, Aaron.
great job, Dad. But I loved watching my dad play those, like the old mansion and stuff like that. So when they started revamping them and I was buying them, I was so excited about it. They're fucking hard.
Yeah,
Like I think they changed the difficulty. Like even my dad has been like replaying them.
yeah,
He's like,
all
"This is
those.
harder."
all those video games are insane right now.
It's like this is harder.
If you want a game that's a good story-based game, you should play the God of War,
Okay.
the newest one for like
Ooh.
for the modern day consoles, because
Okay.
it's not like the old God of Wars where it's just like going around beating up everything.
Yeah.
Like it follows like him and his son. And I've never
Oh,
played
that's
any of the
right.
God of Wars
Oh, yeah.
before.
He's like on your back and stuff.
Yeah. Well,
And
yeah,
sniping
he-
with bows and arrows. And
Yeah,
things
yeah.
like
He
that.
runs around. He does his own thing.
Yeah.
But I've never played the other God of War things because I was never interested in just like the run and gun kind of gameplay.
Yeah.
But this one is so
That's
good.
to do
and
with the big
story's
tattoo,
So
right?
good, yeah. And it
Okay.
follows like Nordic? Or
Yeah.
Norse.
Norse.
That's it. Nordic.
Both of you
Oh,
said something
I don't
different.
know.
Mythology. It's like Loki.
Beats me.
Loki and Thor and Odin. It's really, really good. Mallory, huge backseat gamer. She loved it.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely loved it because of the story. She
She's like-
loved Resident Evil.
Yeah,
8
she was
too.
telling me the other day that she really
Jeez.
likes Resident Evil.
Yeah,
That's pretty
So-
cool. She like watched it and like was into it.
yeah. She fucking hates
Well, you
Dark
and I were
Souls.
having this argument about the new Resident Evil games of whether or not they're prequels or not.
They're definitely sequels.
But how is Chris? Spoiler alert for those of you who haven't played Biohazard.
By the way,
By the way,
it ends with Chris Redfield like
Yeah.
rescuing you,
Uh-huh.
and he's working for Umbrella.
yeah,
He
that's
defect-
bullshit, Mike.
He
I don't know anything.
defects. I was gonna say, you don't know anything.
know
He
anything about
defects
this game.
from Umbrella.
I'm not gonna tell you
All right,
anything.
fine.
You'll find out. You will find out.
All right.
Like in the
Fine.
next.
I'll play it.
I want to show you guys this before.
What is this one?
Before we get too far,
I don't
We
want
can
to
talk-
watch it.
We
I
can talk
changed my
over it too
mind.
because
We're
I don't know
done
if
with
YouTube's gonna
Cybershindig
yank
Podcast.
it.
That's episode 105. We'll see you next time.
This is only so. This is for Xbox only.
Well,
so
then why
so
the
you
fuck
guys
are
can
you
just
showing
check
it
out.
to
shit
us?
about
And
it.
it looks fucking dope. It's called Redfall. It's the official reveal trailer from like 2 days ago. You can watch it on YouTube.
Wait, if it's Bethesda, why is it only for Xbox?
I don't
It's
know.
not.
Xbox had some pretty.
It's not all.
But
not only
I
for
was gonna-
Xbox?
No,
Oh.
because if
No.
it's Bethesda, that's Skyrim.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true. It
Johnny
looks pretty damn cool though.
Is a fucking.
So there's no
idiot.
gameplay on this, but it's just like a cut scene basically to it.
Is it magic? It looks like magic.
It looks like a lot of cool stuff going on, like futuristic,
There's a raven.
magic.
That's Poppy.
This dude's a rogue.
Poppy.
Pretty sure he's got one eye.
Don't they all?
He's a badass gun.
Yeah, he does.
That's a
Big
huge.
old
That's a
sniper rifle.
Borderlands gun.
Yeah, this is funny.
That's your cue, mate.
Mate,
The animation's very interesting. It's almost like
that's why I want to see some like real gameplay to this.
it almost looks. What's the game? What's the game that the kids are all playing these days?
Among Us.
No.
Oh God,
No.
it's fucking
Fortnite.
2D.
No. What's the other one? The one
No,
that's
no,
like
he's right.
Fortnite. No, not Fortnite. The other one.
Not Minecraft. Fortnite is the one that's like a
There's another
battle
one
royale.
that's a battle royale.
That's PUBG. That's like the
No.
old one. Fortnite, I think.
Ooh,
Fortress.
he's scary. Is he a vampire? He looks like a
Yes, he
vampire.
is.
Ooh, I'm on board. I'm on board. I'm on board. I love vampire shit.
Nom, nom,
Pretty
nom.
dope. He's a vampire too. It looks like.
God, what the hell is the name of that game?
Oh, Valor or Valiant?
no.
Valiant might be it. That's one that's on Twitch a lot. I feel like.
Whatever.
See-
It's whatever. It's like
The art style.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
the game that I'm thinking of, and I will think of it as soon as we turn off the cameras.
See,
Right.
I don't trust. This does look really cool, by the way, but I don't trust a lot of trailers that look good.
True.
It's
Exactly.
the Horizon Dawn like stereotype.
All right, I have thoughts about that. I have
Horizon
thoughts about
Dawn.
that.
I don't
Sorry,
know if
I don't
I
mean
have
to
that.
interrupt you. Sorry, you go first, and then I will have the thoughts.
That was my thought. Horizon Dawn looked
What is-
amazing, and then it was a
What is
bad
Horizon
game.
Dawn?
Horizon Dawn is where you explore space.
Oh yeah. They were like unlimited fucking universes.
Oh wait, I'm thinking of the one with the red haired girl and the dinosaurs, the robot dinosaurs.
Oh, maybe that is what I said actually. Horizon
Yeah,
Zero
You're
Dawn.
Horizon
thinking-
Zero Dawn
Yeah.
is robot dinosaurs.
I know
am I
what you're
thinking of?
talking about.
Because
Yeah.
there's a sequel to that one, Horizon Zero Dawn.
It's
It's like
coming up. That is. What do you think about that?
I'm excited about it. However, one thing I am getting real pissed off about as a female gamer
Sure.
is everybody is all the freaking dudes.
Not enough peen.
Yeah, they're like, why doesn't she have makeup on? Like, why does she look like a dude? And I'm like, okay, no. Like, you don't have to wear makeup. And plus, she's a fucking badass. Like, and she's like living. There's dinosaurs. There's robot dinosaurs. She's
Also,
fighting.
it's a game. Like, what are you trying to hook up with this fucking girl? Like,
Yes.
what's the big deal?
I mean, look at Lara Croft.
Okay, yeah,
Lara
I get
Croft
it.
is a great
There's like a
example.
stigma.
If you look at the very first game,
Oh, I was gonna say
the
that
very first
she's got like
game,
triangular boobs.
they are huge.
That's what I'm saying.
The newer games are a little bit better.
Almost as
The newer games are a little bit better. Like, look at that. Like, look at her boobs.
Let's see.
Like, she would not be able to fight. Like, she would
Look
not
at
be
those
able
triangular titties. Look at the fucking symmetry on that.
But if you look at newer versions, like I loved the last Tomb Raider game. Absolutely loved it. I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was great. Storytelling, everything about it. And like, she has normal sized boobs.
Yeah, she's not just fucking bombshelled out.
But like, I think that like more and more girls are playing video games and they are trying to change that, you know, like with the Assassin's Creeds, being able to choose like what character you want to play.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Let's see, there's Lara Croft through the
I
years.
mean, mind
Here
you,
we go.
Angelina Jolie also has huge jugs, so at
Yeah.
least they cast her, right? Like, look at the
last,
all the way.
this, I'd say this one is the most real. Well, I don't
No,
know.
the last one
Last
is
one?
absolutely like
She's still got some pretty big cans.
you can have
I mean,
big cans
I'm just
and
saying,
still be
if,
a badass.
If we're still like talking about boobs here,
but I
look
mean,
at how terrible the animation was back then, though. Like, she looks like a fucking the Nintendo Wii like me person.
I mean, she's
With a
always
gun.
been known to have like huge tits. Like
Sure.
that's fine. But like this was the original. Like this is what men wanted. They wanted if they were gonna play a female character, she better have huge cans.
Yeah, it's like all the fighting games too.
So like with the Horizon
yeah.
Zero Dawn, the new one, like people were like, she needs to look more feminine. No.
Yeah, that's kind of stupid when you get into that. Like, what's the point? Like, you're
Well-
just playing a game. Like,
counterpoint. I mean,
Yeah.
if you are going to go hunt robotic dinosaurs, I mean, I'd put on makeup. You know, that's the logical thing.
The
to
first
do.
thing I do in the
Fuck
morning.
the arrows. Fuck counting how many arrows you got in your quiver. I'm gonna be
trying to
laying
save
that
the world.
foundation.
I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about something similar, like in all these like zombie-esque and like end of the world like shows and movies and stuff, and then they like have all these women and like men that look like great and like well groomed
And their
like
teeth are not fucked up.
and
That's
they're-
my biggest
yeah,
thing.
and then in like in
Like,
the
where are you finding a toothbrush?
and then they're like having sex and they're like that would be like the gnarliest
Yeah.
sex, like they're just stink. They haven't showered in
Slime
months.
is just coming
The
off.
fucking yeah, it would just be unruly, you know.
Speaking of zombies, I was wrong. I told Casey a while back that Back 4
you
Blood.
need to tag that and keep that clip where Mike says he is wrong.
Oh, yeah, right. I
Fucking
was
do
wrong.
that. Don't look at the time.
There's only one of them. I was wrong, you guys.
Back 4
like to
Blood, which is
apologize.
like a spiritual
Oh, yeah.
successor to Left 4 Dead. Did you ever play that, Johnny?
No, but I know the game.
Okay.
Of course you do.
It was supposed to come out June 22nd, which is when the new D&D game is coming out.
Shit.
But it got
is that the
backed.
carnival one? D&D? There's a carnival one coming out.
What's the D&D one you called it? You told me, Mike.
Oh, I'm
the
thinking
dark-
of... Oh, no, never mind.
Like the Dark Alliance
Never mind, we're thinking
one.
of
I
two-
sent it to you.
We're thinking of two.
Are you thinking of the book?
Yeah, there's a new book coming out.
There is a new book
with
coming
the
out. I don't know
carnival,
when
so it
that's
looks
coming
pretty
out.
freaking scary.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and buy that.
Yeah, we
and
need to
play
buy
it.
that.
But no, it's coming out October now. It got pushed back. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, here's the thing. So about them keep pushing back, because they did that for The Last of Us. They kept pushing that one back, and I'm glad that they did, because it was a beautiful game, and I will fight anybody who says it wasn't, because the story and the character development was perfect.
It was so great.
Mike's all about
Look, I'm not. First of all, I didn't even play
You
the
didn't
fucking
even
game.
play it.
I didn't watch the rest of it. I was just so upset.
You never finished it?
No.
it. Ooh.
I was so upset.
Join the club, buddy. How's it feel?
I didn't play it though.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna spend $60 on something and not finish it. That's
Fair.
crazy
That is
to me.
ridiculous.
Fair.
No, but I don't know. It felt
You're right there.
wobbly.
That's a new mic stand.
Well, fucking get me right next time. I was just really upset, and I was during a time like
You
wasn't
want a
that
tissue
around
over
when
there?
like
You gonna cry?
fucking COVID started. Mm-hmm. I didn't want to be upset when COVID was going
That's
on.
true. Real life is more like
See,
yeah,
I
emotional
thought the
enough.
exact opposite. Like, I was like, okay, this story is going to rip out my heart, and it's going to be a nice distraction from the shit that is the world right now.
I just thought I don't know. I was so brokenhearted.
It was very sad.
heartbroken.
Wasn't good, huh?
I don't know. It was sad. No, I'm not gonna say
It
it
was
wasn't
just-
good.
Everybody knew it was gonna happen though.
Didn't someone
Yeah.
die in it? Didn't one of the characters die? I'm
Yeah,
pretty
main
sure.
character
The
died.
girl?
Spoiler alert, everybody.
Yeah.
No, not the girl.
Not the girl, the
How
guy?
dare you,
Nah.
Ashley Birch?
Yeah.
I will fucking end your life.
I thought you'd just
Sorry,
get like
Carol.
eaten by like crows or something. That's what it seemed like.
There was a crow. There were crows. They
See?
were like she was on at one point. At one point, Ellie was like almost like on. She was like tied to like a post, and like
Yeah, that's
crows were like
prime crow eating territory.
Isn't
that was towards the end of the game. If you would have watched all the way.
Yeah, isn't that like
Yeah,
an
Mike.
allegory though to some kind of Greek mythology?
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't someone tied up and like buzzards were like picking
Oh.
at him?
That was a punishment.
Jesus?
That was
I'm kidding.
that was a common torture in medieval
Hey
times.
Johnny, Christianity is not the only religion. How about you broaden your fucking horizons, asshole?
I'm gonna start reading some Muslim like literature or Buddhist literature now. Anyways, look at this.
Yeah.
This looks pretty cool too. Mike sent me this D&D
Yeah,
Dark Alliance.
he sent me this too. Yeah, this is what. So this is coming out.
This looks fucking.
This is coming out in
dope.
June. You said.
Yeah, next Tuesday.
Yeah.
We're all
Oh, I guess
buying it.
it's
We're
June
gonna
now.
play together.
There's like 4
and have a
different
great
characters
day.
you
Now,
can be.
do I have to have this on my computer or can I play it on the PlayStation?
all consoles, all cross.
It's got cross compatibility.
Oh, okay, cool.
But
Wolfgar, I want to be him.
I was gonna say, who you choosing? Who you got?
I'll be the filler.
I want to be the girl that's got the bow and arrow.
But just because it looks good
Doesn't mean it's
shouldn't-
good.
And here's a PSA for all y'all listening. Just because something looks good doesn't mean you should buy it the day of. Wait for reviews. Wait for people to play it. Get an idea. Maybe it's shit. Maybe it runs poorly
Could
on
be
PS4s.
Could be terrible.
Yes. Oh, there's the trailer for the new Plague
Like,
Tale. I'm gonna check that out.
The new
Like
what?
Cyberpunk. Remember that?
Plague Tale.
Oh yes, Plague Tale.
I don't play it because I haven't played the first one yet.
Okay.
And did you see also that? Did you ever play Borderlands, Casey?
I played. It was a free game sometime during quarantine. I think it was the third one.
Okay.
That's
And
the
I
one
think
that
I played that one.
Is that the one you got me?
No,
Borderlands 2.
Yeah, I got you like this big, extravagant, like Borderlands 2 with all the DLC.
Yeah, I played
And-
it.
Yeah, you beat it.
I played like a shitload of it. No, I didn't
Did
beat
you
it.
ever
beat
beat
it?
Red Dead?
No, I didn't beat Red Dead Redemption.
But they're having
That's
a
still-
release where it's like a D&D again theme thing with like Tiny Tina.
It's just D&D is just so popular. It's huge.
Yeah. Huge.
It's just super huge, and I think it's super exciting. And
Yeah.
I think a big part of that is Stranger Things. Like I think
100%.
Oh, definitely.
that's definitely one of the main reasons why it blew up so quickly, especially because like Stranger Things like taps into like all these monsters that were there.
100%.
So
I think it's
and then
great.
you had Onward that came out, and that movie
Oh
was
my gosh.
great.
I haven't seen it yet. I want to watch
it's
it.
D&D. It's real life D&D.
I've heard it's really
It's
fun.
so great.
Yeah, one of the characters reminds me of you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Chris,
like a
Chris Pratt,
big
Pratt's
orc.
character.
Is there like a big orc in there that like walks into traffic or something?
It's but in true Disney fashion, like have a box of tissues ready because it's
Yeah.
gonna rip out your heart.
Because they're like looking for their dad and like get half the dad back, right? And all that bullshit. Yeah.
And the one
I
kid
can
he's
relate.
never met his dad. He died before he was born.
Mike,
Oh my god.
Mike, what are you doing for Father's Day? Was that last weekend?
Man, I got to
This
find a gift
weekend.
for my father.
That's right.
When was the last time you cried at a movie, Johnny?
Oh shit,
Oh
dude.
god.
Not a movie, TV series probably, and it was Hell on Wheels, and I was
Stop it.
probably drinking while I was watching it, and they like it was like the first season, and this dude had like this really great wife, and it was like the main character's wife,
Really great one.
and they killed her off like in the first season. Everyone was like, and I was like, man, that is so, and it was like this huge scene, and I was like, holy shit, it was so sad.
Damn.
And then I looked up like the reviews afterwards, and everyone was pissed off that they killed her off in the first season. And I was
I'll
like,
never forget.
man.
So I made Mike several years ago watch Sons of Anarchy.
Nice.
And spoiler alert for anybody who's not
Everyone
watched.
dies.
Well, yeah, everybody
Bikers.
dies by the end of it.
Oh, man.
But specifically Opie's death. So he calls me in like, and Mike does not call me. If Mike calls, I think he called me a couple weeks ago, and I was like, "Is everything okay?"
Why did I call you?
Because we were talking about the podcast, and we were talking about like, "Hey, is everything cool with like you being a teacher?"
Oh,
and whatnot?
yeah.
So Mike calls me.
Was this
and
recent?
No, this was years ago.
Okay.
This was when I was watching the
This
show.
is when he was
Okay,
watching
okay.
Sons of Anarchy.
Nice.
And he calls me with Opie's death, and he's like, "You did not tell me that this was going on," because it is one of the most brutal deaths of any show that I've ever watched. Because he sacrifices himself in prison
Oh,
to get
nice.
literally beat to death,
Oh.
and his best friend has to watch him getting beat to death.
Jesus.
And
Yeah.
Opie was the best character,
Easily.
hands down.
He had a hot wife too.
Nice.
And she also died.
Oh,
Sure.
nice.
And then he left his 2 kids at home all by themselves.
Oh my god.
It's
not
not-
true biker form.
Because
Oh,
they were
yeah.
like, it was like you get to choose, and it was like the 3 guys, right?
Yeah.
And it's like you
And-
get to choose like who's gonna die right now,
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
and they were like fighting about it, and he's like, I got this.
And he just walked out before
fuck?
anybody
Just
could
walked
like
out.
say anything. And so he
Jesus.
like had to watch him like, oh,
That is fucked up.
That
It's
was
a great
rough-
show.
Yeah,
I've heard good things
it's a
about that.
great show.
yeah. Don't watch it.
Yeah, I probably won't.
No,
but
you probably
I'd
won't.
like just spoil it for me. Just
Yeah.
spoil
Everyone
me.
dies. That's
Spoil
Everyone
me,
does
baby.
die.
that.
And it's
Everybody important at least.
still that season finale might actually make me more mad.
Than
Series
Game of
finale than
Thrones?
Game of Thrones.
Whoa.
I hated the way that Sons
Yeah.
ended.
I didn't
will
watch the
agree
last
with
Stupid
episode.
God Jesus complex bullshit.
Yeah, that's like Mike told me. Well, Castlevania. That is the same thing. I was like, the fuck? Did the last episode on season
Is it
4
done? Is Castlevania
suck?
done?
No.
I'd
I'd be surprised.
Do not say anything because Casey needs to watch.
Yeah,
it.
no,
I
I'm
know.
not going
I
to.
haven't watched it yet.
It was
I'm going
bullshit.
To.
The last
think-
episode was like, what the
I'm
fuck?
gonna
I
watch
don't think it
Invincible
was.
first. I'm gonna watch
Yo,
Invincible
I'm
first.
So excited for you. No, the last episode was fine.
fucking
it
dumb.
was badass.
The episode before that was way better, but
Yeah, it was.
we
It
can
was
get
good.
into this another time.
Yeah, basically, I think the way season 4 ends, it's kind of like it's over.
What's
For
that?
Castlevania.
Castlevania,
Yeah,
you
for
think?
Castlevania. I think so. It ends very.
Isn't it really big though? Or they end? Was it
It's
the
huge
writers?
right
Is
now.
it the writers' choice to end it because that's a big deal?
Well, I'm not saying it is done.
be
I'm
real
just saying the way
surprised.
it ended was very like finite.
Like they put a button on it.
So like
Like it was a
season
nice-
5
You
of
mean a
Supernatural.
bow?
Button on it. I like a
They
button.
put a button
Yeah,
on
they
it. You
buttoned
mean they
it,
put a
so
bow
nothing
on
could come
it?
out of it.
I've never
They
heard that
contained
saying.
all the contents and buttoned it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't want Johnny to host this podcast anymore, if you want somebody a bit more
Fax us in.
coherent,
Facts.
We're going old school.
hell? You're
analog,
no more
baby.
drinking.
Should we do some voicemails before we get out of here?
I don't know. Do you want to?
Yeah, let's do 1 or 2.
Okay,
I'll pick ones that
Okay.
aren't weird.
I think one of them's mine, so don't play
Is
that
it?
one.
Okay.
play that one.
No, don't play that one.
So I can't see the context. What's the first 3 of yours, Casey? I'll cut it out. It's not 776, is it? Okay.
Our
All right,
social security is.
My social security.
We'll do this
is-
one. I don't know who this is from.
Oh,
Okay, I think this is a good one.
Did you want to do the trivia also?
If you want,
Nah, I don't want to.
that's fine.
Do you want to?
I say we do the trivia before we do the voicemails.
Yeah,
wanna?
I'd agree
Okay,
with that.
Let's
do
do the
it.
trivia before
Let's
we
do the voice. Let's do
I
it.
like trivia.
Trivia sup.
Trivia it up.
Trivia.
I don't know how
trivia
good I'll
me
be at
this.
it, but I enjoy
trivia.
trivia.
Trivia me this.
I don't know if I want you guys to work
to
together or
grab this.
not. We can go ahead and work together.
Yeah, we'll say fuck it.
No.
All right, fine.
Okay.
Some D&D inspired trivia.
Okay.
Yee.
What is an? There's multiple choice as well.
Should I play some fun? Hang on, let me get some good music in the background here. So,
I got beer in my eye.
ooh, I know how that goes.
Beer in my eye. Beer
I got a beer in my
I got a beer in my
I
eye.
got a beer in my eye.
There I was sitting in a basement, cracking open a cold one, and then suddenly,
Oh, jeez.
out of nowhere, I got beer in my eye. I got beer in my eye.
He got beer in his eye.
New musical coming from Mike Kroll.
Oh, I hope not. Oh, God save us. Oh, wait, hang on. This isn't it. Okay.
That's loud.
Okay, here we go.
All right. So multiple choice. What is another name for dark elves?
Is this high elves?
No.
Dark elves.
Dark elves.
Okay.
Is it Swornefblin,
Oh, God. These are like actually elven.
sub elves, or drow?
Oh, it's drow.
I think it's Drow.
It's drow.
Is that your final answer?
I bet you that's the only one that we recognize, and that's why we did that one.
It's the weird elven name one.
You are correct. It
Oh,
is
like
drow?
It is drow.
I was
Drow.
gonna say, are we like tapping into like Tolkien? Is that
No,
like
no,
what
no,
this is? Okay.
It says drow primarily worship a Loth, a demon who appears to be half drow, and half gigantic spider. Real cute.
All right. I dig it.
All right. What does THACO stand for? THACO.
THACO.
Is it to hit armor class 0?
That hot ass orc.
I like that. We're changing
forgot
it.
the
That's
C
not-
though.
That
hot ass.
orc.
Was there an O at the end? That wasn't an
There
O.
was an O at the end.
That
you're right.
hot ass orc. Come on.
That hot ass
There's a
orc
C
cock.
before
Orc
it.
Come on.
cock.
There's a C.
Hot
before
ass
the
orc
O.
cock. Hot ass orc cock.
Sorry.
Hot
What a-
ass
I'm a little buzzed.
cock. Okay. To hit armor class 0, true heroes.
Wait, I want to know.
I'm going through the options.
Oh.
Holy cow.
Sorry.
Mike just skips over. He's like, nah, you guys don't do this.
Okay,
one.
okay.
To hit armor class 0, true heroes always crit orcs. Or table hierarchy adjustment core 0.
I think it's that one.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Is that your final answer?
Sure.
Sure.
You're wrong.
No.
What was it?
It is to hit armor class 0.
Damn it,
Now,
that was the second choice.
I've never heard about this, but apparently,
To hit armor class 0?
yes, apparently in some editions of D&D, like the earlier ones,
Yeah.
some enemies had an armor class of 0. So what
So
they
if-
would do,
Like, basically, if
Oh, no,
anybody
no.
hits you, you're done?
Like
Nope.
a townsperson?
so apparently what they would do if the armor class was 0, the DM would make the number for what you would have to hit.
Understood.
Yeah, so maybe it was like the barkeep, and maybe he was either like armor class 0, so you got to decide like how strong
That
this
makes
guy
sense.
was.
Yeah.
IRL.
Like on the fly.
But that's not 5e. That's like earlier editions?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
D&D 1, first edition,
wild.
1E.
Okay, you guys should know this. The two people credited with creating Dungeons and Dragons are Dave Arneson and...
We have to fill in the blank?
Do we get multiple
I was
choice?
hoping
Oh,
you guys would
no,
know.
no, I don't know.
Sorry.
I remember
Alright.
we had a PowerPoint about this, Britt did, because I picked her topic for her
Oh, yeah.
back in
The
the day.
history of D&D.
Is it Gary G, Michael M,
Pretty sure it's Gary G.
or Joanne Christian
It's
Ludwig Hellwig?
It's Gary G.
I would also say, yeah. Ooh. I
Hey.
think the dogs also agree.
Yep.
Gary G.
It is Gary G.
Woo woo.
They developed the rules in early 1970s after playing a miniature war game set in medieval times.
Ooh, nice.
Well,
Fun
originally the game like stemmed from Tolkien, but like Tolkien's lawyers like sued them because they and that's why they have halfling instead of Hobbit.
Right.
Because they originally tried to use Hobbit and they tried
they're
to
like,
broadcast and like
"Hey."
they were like, hey, you can't do that. It's
Yeah.
trademarked. So
That's
they had to change it.
interesting. Huh.
That would suck.
Yeah, right?
But I get it.
You got to come up with these these jank-ass names
Right,
for
exactly.
different
Half
things.
Link is a good one.
Oh,
though.
we can't use elf. What do we do? Pointy ear guy? I don't know.
No, they use elf because that wasn't
That's universal.
Yeah.
universal. Hobbit was
Specific.
specific to the Middle Earth.
So
Right.
orcs weren't specific to Middle Earth?
No,
another
they
good one.
are not. They are
That's interesting.
They're in some weird lore somewhere.
they are in some weird lore.
lore. Follow
Lore.
the podcast lore. All right. I'm going to let...
Because they're mud people, like that. Like in
What the
Tolkien,
fuck did you call me?
they're
How
mud.
dare you talk about
Like that's
Mike's
what they're
tribe
born
that
from.
way?
They're born. Oh, God, I really hope that's right. Otherwise, Mallory's screaming at me right now.
No, orcs are definitely made from the mud, 100%.
They are.
You
I'm
can
pretty
trust
sure-
the Cyber Shindig
At least in Lord of the
podcast.
Rings they
don't
were.
yell
Yeah,
at me,
100%,
Mel.
100%.
I think so. I haven't read the Lord of the Rings.
Mal doesn't listen to the podcast. She's
She
fine.
doesn't.
Um,
Who does?
she listens to every episode.
I was gonna say she does.
In most editions, this one just let me know because I think you guys will get it
Oh,
right
boy.
away. In most editions of Dungeons and Dragons, the barbarian class has a unique ability.
Rage.
It is
Yeah,
rage.
I'm going into a rage.
It
Fun
is.
fact: I wanted Amira to be a barbarian.
I was surprised you didn't choose
I
her
was
as a
going to. I
barbarian.
really was. I really
Barbarian.
was. But I'm hoping we can multi-class
Oh,
later
boy.
on, and I will multi-class as a barbarian.
Yeah, there's time. There's time. We'll talk about it. We'll chat, okay? What was unique about the D&D 2nd edition Monstrous Compendium? So basically the
Shit.
monster manual for
Yeah.
a
Second-
D&D
for-
2nd edition.
for
And this
2E.
is more just like a fun fact. Not so much I don't think you guys will know. But were all the monster images were photos of painted miniatures.
That's cool.
Hmm.
It was only released digitally as a CD-ROM
No
for all
chance.
y'all that know. Or were the books were a 3-ring binder that allowed players to add additional monster pages as they were released.
I like the first one. I'm gonna go with the first one.
I think it's the 3-ring binder. So it was 2E. It probably came out in like the 80s.
Yeah, it would be pretty
Late
old,
80s,
but not
early
super
90s.
old. Yeah,
Final answer?
I'm going with one. Casey can go with.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I'm going.
3 is correct.
Oh!
It is a binder, which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Like, that's
It does.
great.
Well, if you
Makes
think
it
they're
easier for
kind
playing.
of doing that as well, like if you go on like D&D Beyond, like you can buy all the books digitally,
Right.
Yeah.
and like they update themselves. Because I have the Player's Handbook, the Monster Manual, and the DM Guide all on my iPad as well.
You bought them on the iPad
Well,
too?
because they were having a sale, and I was like, it's so much easier. Like when I was planning for, I will eventually start planning for it again. When I was planning for our campaign, like I was down at the camper, I could just have them on my iPad
yeah,
rather than
that's
lugging
true.
all the
6
books with me.
fucking
Yeah.
giant ass books with you.
Yeah, it's super handy, and
Hell
plus
yeah.
you can search like on the iPad. Like they have a search bar, so if I want to look for something specifically, I can just search for it, and it'll pull me right
Like
to that page.
keywords. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
It's super nice. But they were having like a sale. They were like $10.
Oh fuck!
That's
I
pretty
gotta
pretty
wait
good.
for the next.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe
pretty
they're having a
good.
Father's Day sale. I can get my father a gift.
There you go. He'll love it. Mike, I'd love that gift. You can get me that for Father's Day.
No. Okay. The 5 main classes, not counting subclasses, in first edition Dungeons and Dragons
Okay.
were cleric, fighter, magic user, thief, and
Thief. That's not in 5e. I won't be a
That's
thief.
first edition Dungeons
First
and Dragons.
edition,
It's
so the
not in
very
5e,
1E.
it's
I
the
know. Why
first.
did they get rid of that? That's awesome.
It's
Well, I
probably
mean,
rogue,
is
yeah.
pretty
Well,
much
I
probably
guess
the
that's
same
true.
thing.
So wait, say those 4 again.
Cleric, fighter, magic user, thief.
Okay, and then there's one more.
One more. Was it monk,
No.
barbarian,
Nope.
elf?
No. Oh yes, it's elf. It's
I
elf.
was gonna say
I
that's
thought
all.
elf. I thought elf was
No wait.
race. Elf is a race.
Yeah,
Not
because
a class.
magic user was considered elf. No, wait.
I think it's barbarian. I think it's barbarian.
I'm gonna go elf.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Is in fact a monk.
What?
Get the fuck out of here.
Elf
with
is
that
a race,
shit.
though.
Yeah, that's true.
First
I don't
edition.
know.
Like
monks,
you're an elf. You're a high elf
Wizard.
Wizard.
Right. Yeah, you tripped me up.
So that's a race.
You bitch, Mike.
First edition
me
monks
dirty.
were masters of unarmed combat and gained a grab bag of abilities like immunity to disease, faking death, and speaking with plants.
Have
So
you ever
isn't that
heard-
like a cleric now?
It's kind of like a cleric and a druid almost.
Dude, one of the
I love
podcasts I
playing a
listened to did
druid.
like a quick little side quest, and there was
Those
1E,
leaves.
and you roll a D100 for most of your shit, and you have to get it below. Like the lower the number, the better.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
It's
say that again?
It's wild. It's like the rules are kind of weird. So they throw a D100 for like, say I want to like fucking fight this guy. I throw a D100 to hit, and if it gets below a certain number, that's like how
Oh,
you. Yeah,
that's
it's
their hit
really
point,
weird.
Or that's their AC, like
That's
the AC.
yes,
Interesting.
exactly.
But that's kind of the same thing for 5e. Like when you're rolling percentage dice, the lower your percentage, the actually better it is.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
That's the cool thing about D&D is you can play it however you
Fucking
want.
however you
As
want.
long
It
as
doesn't
there is
matter.
general
And-
consensus with your party about like what you're doing, like
yeah, and like a lot of
like
the
I had a kick
interactions
in the
are
balls.
crazy.
Like I have a kick in the balls. What is
Stat?
it?
Oh, yeah,
Stat.
yeah,
There
yeah.
you
Yeah.
go.
I don't know if we're gonna use that again.
Yeah,
There's
that'll
too
be-
much
Oh,
math.
we
That'd be
will use it
interesting.
again.
Oh wow.
Jesus.
I'm gonna make all the menu meet now just
I'm
like
gonna-
perfect gentlemen.
All right.
Like I'm a feminist.
Hello.
What'd you fucking say to me?
Have you voted yet, my dear?
Okay, the measure of a character's current health in D&D is called.
Hit points.
Hit points.
You got it.
HP.
HP. All right.
We should know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
God, fuck. I don't have too many of them, so.
All right. There are 2 main types of dragons in D&D: metallic and
Gold.
nope. Either
kidding.
chromatic, aberrant, or abyssal.
I have no fucking.
I think it's abyssal.
Abyssal, Johnny?
Yeah, I'll go with Casey on this one.
Okay, you're both wrong.
Oh, damn it.
The
Well-
one time I choose to go with Casey.
It is chromatic.
Okay.
While metallic dragons generally have good alignments, the chromatic dragons are all
my music
evil.
brain instantly like went to like scales.
yeah, chromatic scales. Yeah.
I was like,
Nah,
what? But no, like chrome.
like the actual metal.
like the metal of
metallurgy.
chrome. Okay, I was very confused.
These fucking dragons.
What
Playing
ninth-
scales all
Yeah.
the time.
How dare
God
they?
damn it.
They're just in the bar like jazzing it up.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
What 9th level spell, which has appeared in every edition
Wish.
of D&D? Yeah.
Was that it?
Oh.
Yeah.
What's
Say it
wait?
again.
I've never played a magic user before.
Allows magic users to do pretty much anything. Defy, wish, or essential. It is wish.
The wish spell.
So
See, playing a magic user is so intimidating to me because like even
There's a
like
lot.
as like because I DM as well for Mike, Mal, and Britt and Carissa, which I haven't done for a while because school and
been
everything.
years.
It's been a lot going on.
it's because of school. We've been out of school for a month now.
And now I have wedding shit. So
Son of a bitch.
My wife.
John
My
Boiz.
wife. Not funny.
but I like the one villain that you guys had to fight, like when you guys had to fight Caius.
Yeah.
He was a magic user, and that was so hard.
Was he a warlock or a sorcerer? He sounds like a warlock.
He was a sorcerer.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He was a sorcerer apprentice.
Ooh.
So he didn't have quite as many, and he basically was just a little bitch boy.
Did they kill them pretty easily?
Well, no.
Did Mike make friends with him?
No, so they
Healed
did
him?
kill him. They did kill him. This is my favorite thing. So they did kill him, and Mike is like, we need answers from him because they were looking for these missing twins.
So you revivified him?
He revivified him.
Oh, you little bitch.
And he poofed
you
away.
idiot.
So then he showed up again later on. He was captured by the evil queen in
like,
the
back.
in the Fey Wild.
I'll be his wife. What's his name?
Yeah, his name is Caius.
It's Caius. It's me. Thanks for revivifying me.
They ended
bitch,
up murdering
Mike.
him.
Come out, bitch.
They ended up murdering him anyways.
Oh.
so
They did murder him.
Okay, that's fair.
because he was in the pit, so they had to kill him.
Yeah, I mean, one way or the
shot
other.
an arrow
I
in
don't
his
know.
neck.
I thought it was. He was
in the
important.
pit.
Like to me, he was like a big character in the
Yeah.
story. I'm like, this is one of the main children.
he
He's
is
been
not.
missing for a while. Yeah, but apparently, fuck him. I guess
Evil dude.
There is a bigger
Yeah,
player.
it's always the eldest boy that's just like. Fuck
He's been
him.
missing for 10 years.
He's been
so, like,
missing
for
he was
10
missing for 10 years. And so they were like, and they're pretty sure that he was the one that kidnapped his younger
Yeah.
siblings.
And his mom was like looking for him. Like,
And
get
Mike
more
wanted to
gold.
revivify him. No, but to answer, yes, spells are intimidating as
Spells
fuck.
are really scary. Yeah,
They're
I guess
intimidating
that was
as
a
fuck.
really like runaround way to get back to spells. But Caius was a spell user, and it was very difficult to play him.
Spell slots, spell levels, all the shit like is so weird.
And then knowing what each spell does all the time
Yeah,
too.
that
That's
too.
why I never used
Concentration.
to understand. Like I was like, why do you have to load your spells? Like that seems so weird to do. Like because all the podcasts I listen to,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, did you load that spell? And they're like, oh no, I didn't.
yeah, I
And
forgot
I'm
to
like,
load it.
and then I'm like, I guess that makes sense because otherwise you'd be like scrolling through like all of the
Yeah.
spells that you have. So
I'm
you
allowed
do have
like
to preload them
four, I think, 4 or 5 spells,
to preload.
and then like 3 of them can be first level, and then after every long rest I can change them out.
But you can load as many cantrips as you want. Right?
No, you're still limited.
I'm still
Oh,
allowed
you're
like
still
2
limited?
or 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can cast it as many times as you want.
That's the nice thing about cantrips.
Yeah.
So I can use like prestidigitation. I still
use
can't
that
say
one a lot.
it. Prestidigitation as
Yeah.
many times as I want,
Okay.
which is like an illusion.
Okay.
And Wish is like one of the highest level spells you can use, but it's like a monkey's paw.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you don't,
sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't.
if you
sometimes
don't
it
word
works
it
and
correctly,
kills
you
your
can
mom. I don't know.
fuck the whole campaign up.
Yeah.
Totally.
But yeah. Next question. What classic D&D monster terrified players not because it might kill their characters, but because it would destroy their equipment?
Ooh.
Was it?
This is a 5e character?
It doesn't specify.
Ooh.
Was it a hooked horror?
A hooked horror?
I love a hooked whore.
Or horror?
Horror.
She's from the bar. She's a
Horror.
hooked whore. She's got a big hook in her.
Horror.
Horror.
She's got a hook as her hand.
Horror.
She's like, come back to bed with me, my love.
Yo, that's such a good NPC. I'm
Hooked whore?
putting that in the campaign.
no.
Hooked whore.
Hooked whore.
Hell yeah. Her name's Jezebel.
They got she's got 2 hooked hands and she's
Oh my
like
God.
smoking a cigarette.
She's like, come here, let me stroke your face.
Like, you guys looking for a good time?
Oh, goodness.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah,
hooked horror.
A hooked horror,
Okay.
a blue dragon, or a rust monster.
I'm
Rust
I'm
monster.
saying Rust Monster.
Yeah, you guys are right.
Yeah, get out of here, Rust
The
Monster.
bizarre insectile, that's a weird word, insectile rust monster could even destroy magic weapons.
Oh,
Fuck
shit.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can keep him far away from
Yeah,
us.
Jesus. Not that I have too many magic weapons yet. But,
I have one.
Oh.
Right? Isn't mine magic?
Yeah, I would say it's magic.
Magic-esque?
It's
I have a magic
it's not
vape.
attuned to you, but I said you didn't need to attune it.
Right,
so
it doesn't need to
here
be
you go.
attuned. Which now that I
D&D.
think about it, why did Amira take that? She's afraid of magic.
You just it's
yeah.
not necessarily like
just-
a magical sword. It's just very
Like
effective.
Oh,
enchanted
okay.
kind of thing.
Yeah, okay. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
No.
What is the only way to permanently kill a troll?
Paying the troll toll.
I would say beheading.
Finish it off with fire or acid. Cast remove curse.
Oh.
I thought you were going to say castration.
Castration. Or
All right, Wee's down. We got his HP all the way down. Get them pants down. You fucking hedge trimmers.
Jesus.
Sorry.
Or no, you're fine. Or trick it into staying out in the sun.
I think that one. You gotta treat it to a wine and
sunburn.
dine it.
Good sunburn. Wait,
I'm thinking either remove curse or the other one.
I think you have to
first
burn
one.
it with
Yeah, the one in
acid
the
or fire.
sunlight.
Okay. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
All right. It is finished off with fire or acid.
Nice.
Trolls regenerate, so you have to use acid or fire to keep one down.
So
Fun
even
fact.
if you were to cut off its head, it wouldn't work?
Guess not.
Wow, a troll?
Like it just like I'm
Jesus,
just
it was just,
picturing
like,
like
wither?
Hercules, like like you cut off the head and just more come out.
Hercules. I guess not.
Huh. I've never
It would
I've
regenerate.
never had a troll before.
But it
We've had an
regenerates.
ogre.
Yes.
We've had an ogre.
An ogre.
Get
But
out of
it
my
regenerates
swamp.
so slowly
Giant.
that it's just like, again, one of those little...
Beetlejuice heads.
Oh, no.
Didn't that come up the other night?
Yes, it did.
Did it?
But what was it for?
I can't remember. I don't know if it did or
I
not.
don't remember.
I can't remember either. This is what we talk about on our
Yeah.
Roll for Your Life
Oh.
podcast.
We don't know. You'll have to
Um,
tune in to find out.
Yeah.
What is a gazebo? Is it?
That's a real thing on here?
Like-
Yeah,
What?
Like an
It's
outdoor.
a nice structure my grandma sits underneath
an
usually
outdoor
most nights.
structure.
Is it an open-sided outdoor pavilion?
Yes.
An aberration from the outer planes
No.
with a deadly gaze attack?
I like
No.
that.
Or a
though.
type of polearm with a curved blade and a hook?
I'm
It's
going
the
with the
first
last
one.
one.
It's the first one.
It is, in fact, the first one.
Oh,
I don't know why.
what the hell
How
is
is that
that?
a D&D?
I don't know.
By the way, if you're building a home in D&D 5e and you want to spruce the place up, maybe get your neighbors jealous, build a gazebo.
Oh, Johnny, here's one for you.
Okay.
A wizard is basically useless without what?
Their spell book.
You're right.
Yep, completely
And their
useless.
armor if they
And
have
Elmira was
it.
pissed when you lost yours.
If they don't have armor, they're pretty much fucked too. So
All right, last question.
You don't have armor right now, right?
yeah, I do. Mike let me keep some armor.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Well, you all had your
We
stuff.
had stuff that we started with. Yeah.
You started with armor?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What is
Thank
another
God.
name? Last question.
Mm-hmm.
Casey's winning by 15 points right now.
Sounds about right.
What is another name for a mind flayer?
A mind flayer?
Yeah. Do you guys
Flayer?
know what
Like
a mind flayer is?
F-L-A-I-R?
Flayer.
Isn't it like an idea?
The hell is
Isn't
that?
a mind flare an idea?
No.
Sounds like a cool thing that comes off the sun.
Mind
The
flayers
flare,
are like one
solar
of the
flare.
most feared. I like how this music is playing for like is like one of the most feared enemies in D&D because of just what it can do. I think it can. I don't know.
Okay.
I might not tell you guys because I don't want to.
What are
spoil
the
it.
options?
Yeah, what do we got?
Illithid, Kuotoa, or Malkantha.
Fuck. I'm going Malkant.
Those are just sounds.
I'm going with that last one,
Last
Malkant.
one?
Those are
Casey?
just sounds. I'm convinced you're making it up.
Illithid is the correct answer.
What in the
You're
hell?
making that up.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. I want to do one more because this is a
Okay.
cleric question, and for y'all at
Ooh.
home, I play a
Jason
cleric.
Potato.
Jason Potato. Jason Potato looking for his dad. I put some
We
real
found your
life problems in with that.
We found your dad.
We did. He wasn't exactly the best.
He
of
was a
guys.
racist.
Yikes.
Jeez.
How do clerics get their spells? By doing elaborate ritual dances.
I like that.
Clerics can only read spells from scrolls, or by praying to a deity.
It's a
of
deity.
some
It's a
kind.
deity.
It's definitely some kind
Lord
of
Drowsy.
divine shit.
Lord Drowsy, please watch
Yeah.
over us.
The Pokemon Drowsy.
May your
Definitely
sleep
Lord
come on
Drowsy.
steady and your naps be long.
Do you, this is for Mike. Do you know any of the cards from the deck of many things?
Yeah.
Which one?
I know one that'll permanently decrease your intelligence by 1.
You looked at it.
I did look at it.
The moon, I think, is the wish. You
Yeah,
get, like you can
it's
roll a
the wish.
D3 and you can get.
Yeah, but what was
3
the what?
wishes.
What was the one that you drew? What was it?
It was like the Fool.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
You can get the death, the one where you have to fight death itself, and anyone who helps you gets
you-
a minion from death.
You were the one. You when you DM'd a campaign,
Yeah.
a little one shot for us.
Yeah.
When that happened, my fake dad. I don't know why dads always get
yeah, you have
involved.
a lot
Mike
of dads.
had,
Yeah.
Mike picked up. I DM'd like a one shot that turned into like 3 episodes, and Mike
So, like my
picked-
murder mystery one
Yeah,
that took
exactly.
like 6 weeks.
Mike picked up some random dude on the road that was like trying to get in this town, and he
Yeah.
was like a dwarf, and he's like, he just like filled in as Mike's dad, who just
Yeah.
like took a shining to him.
I'm like, just pretend to be my dad. We can get in here. He's
and
like, all right.
I played him as an NPC, and I was
Yeah.
like, I'll take one of those cards from the deck of many things.
Yeah, and the card he drew summons literal death, and the death has like your exact same HP, but an AC of 20,
Yeah.
and you have to face it one-on-one,
Yeah.
or another one is summoned.
I think that HP is half of what your HP is, but yes.
Oh, yeah,
he-
half, sorry,
But he
sorry.
fucked this dude up because he was like a townsperson. Didn't know how to
Yeah, poor dad didn't make it.
He was like a dwarvish townsperson just trying to get into this town.
Which,
Yeah,
looking
hilarious.
back on it, if you teamed up, even if it does summon another one, you could probably like still double team one and then just go to the next one.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's like different things that you can do to.
Unless you're a
fuck over.
shitty DM and you'd be like, oh, well, this is death. They can roll with advantage.
True.
Yeah, that would be a shitty DM.
Very
It would
true.
be a
Johnny,
I never did that shit.
Johnny,
It's definitely
Hey,
something
you
I
know,
would do as a
almost
DM.
almost as shitty.
I'm a
as,
shitty DM.
As when
Yikes.
you meet a mayor of a town and you really like get a liking to him, and then you go to sleep, and all of a sudden
He gets assassinated or
he gets
dies?
fucking burned alive.
What a way to go.
The whole town is on fire.
That's the way I want to go.
I'm a really shitty DM for everybody who's out there.
Casey's
We
making
have
things-
never
I-
slept.
No, they've never slept.
Oh my god.
We
No
always
They
long
always
rest?
sleep in shifts. They always are very adamant of like, we sleep in shifts.
That's fucked up.
Or tiny hut. Now
Tiny
that
hut.
now that Poppy has
Tiny hut. That's a good
Tiny
move.
hut.
That is a good move.
Yeah.
But anyways, I think we should wrap it. I think that's an episode.
I
you
think so.
guys. Yes,
fun.
I hope you guys enjoyed this very Dungeons and Dragons-esque episode of the Cyber Shindig podcast. Before we go, though, Casey, where can the viewers at home find you? Where can they look you up?
You can find me on Twitter, on TikTok, and on Instagram at KSeeMeRun, KaySeeMeRun. I post a lot of stuff there. Trying to get on the TikTok game a little bit more. Like I said, Roll for Your Pod is where we post a lot more. So check out those too.
Hell yeah. Mike, how about you? Where can the lovely folk of the Cyber Shindig community see them sweet, sweet thumbs?
Fingers. Thumbs.
Show us your thumbs, bitch.
You can find me. You can find me at Daddy DM.
I wish. Well, didn't we say some weird shit like you should
Stop
change your shit?
changing your Instagram handle.
I have
Mike.
it. You can still find me at makeout_Mike.
Yeah, baby.
Johnny.
You can find me at johnny.goodrich on Instagram. Follow the podcast on Twitter, CyberShindigPod, on Instagram, CyberShindig, and then on our YouTube channel, it's just Cyber Shindig Podcast. Go ahead and follow us there. I wasn't able to upload the last week's episode 104 because some copyright bullshit. I think it was the Christmas music I used, whatever. I couldn't go back. I had the whole episode edited and like ready to go, but I couldn't go back and edit the audio out. So fun editing hack. Anyways, follow us there, and then maybe go to our Threadless shop and buy some cool shit.
And make sure to check out Roll for Your Life podcast that comes out on June 21st. Our first episode will be dropped.
Yes.
Which is just a couple days from right now from
Yep.
where we're recording.
It's like 6 days away. I've got the first episode edited, so it's ready to roll. It's all tied up, baby.
and that'll be on YouTube as well.
Yes.
So
Well,
hopefully.
the episode.
Oh, not
episode
4 through. Oh, I
through
forgot. I'm
6 or
sorry.
7.
Sorry.
Episode
A
1
little
through
salt
3.
in the wound there. Sorry.
There's no video for that. I might throw it on YouTube just as like and put like our logo just for people who
Get
like
like
to listen to
sock
stuff.
puppets and just like speak for them.
That'd be
Johnny.
fun.
Yeah.
Dude, if we had a lot of time on our hands, if I didn't work during the day, I'd definitely do some bullshit like
Just
that.
full-time podcasting.
That'd be cool. But anyways, thank you all for listening. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. First guest back. Thank you, Casey, for joining us.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
We loved having you. Hopefully, I think we're gonna have Mal in studio next, so be on the lookout for that. And anyways, we'll see you next time right here on the Cyber Shindig Podcast, yo. See ya.